Yeah. Oh, yeah. What a fight. What a night. Man, we got a lot to unpack. Congratulations to DDP winning there. Stopped Israel Adesanya via a rear naked choke. And yeah, we're going to talk all about it on this episode. Good fight, man. Good fight. I enjoyed that fight on UFC 305. Shout out to them. But also shout out to Top Rank. They had a card. Abdullah Mesa shined. We're gonna talk all about everything that happened with the heavyweight fight. Should that have been stopped a lot earlier? My man's face was looking like hamburger meat, rotten hamburger meat too. I mean, he was in there like Popeye the Sailor Man, like it was terrible. Whole eye was closed. Also, we're gonna talk about what happened with Derevyanchenko in there, got busy with one hand. Mbilli, he won, but did he impress? Did he fail to impress? Christian Mbilli did get the victory, but did he fail to impress? So we're going to talk about the UFC. We're going to talk about 305, and we're definitely going to talk about some boxing. So it's your man Martinez breaking beats. Smash the like button on the way into the room. Give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. Let's let this room get populated. I see everybody filing in already. Give me 5 minutes. We're going to get this room populated. We're going to talk all about it. Let's get it. It's your man Martinez breaking beats. Let's start this damn show, baby.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job. From a good dream I wake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bullshit, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up. My boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hooks is so ratchet. These hooks is so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash. Take this job, shove it up your ass. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures, you and your protocol, you and your policies, none of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas, you and your standards, you and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers, going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged, stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the middle, grabs his. He said, if you don't get the picture, I quit, you ain't shit, mother. Man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this this job. Look, man, I hate this job. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family. Damn, I hate this job. It's not always glamorous, for real. But I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know? Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and or the host. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, mother.
Let's get it.
This that squad sound.
Oh, yeah. What the hell is going on? What's good, neighborhood? You're back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man Mark Nash. He is I am he. Another great episode of Breaking Beats. How y'all feel? What's the damn deal? Y'all double tap that screen on the way into the room. Really helps with the visibility of the show. That's how you can like the video, all right? Shout out to the people that like the video for the show even get started. I appreciate that. All right, man, let's talk about it, man. Shout out to everybody who's here early. Oh, man, what a fight. What a night. Oh, man, I enjoyed every bit of this. I ain't even going to hold you, man. I thought I was going to get me a nap in before the show. But God said you will stay awake. You will get a lot of drama and action-filled night of combat sports, man. Make some noise for yourself if you like me and you stayed up through all these fights today.
What do you mean by that? Your
back is broken.
What, a vertebrae? Or?
Spinal.
Oh, man. I'm going to open the phone lines up early. Let me open the phone line. Where the phone at? Let's open the phone lines up. See what y'all thought of these fights. We got a lot to unpack. Boxing and UFC. We had some boxing going on today. Had some UFC on here. There we go. All right, so there we go. Had some boxing and some UFC. So we're gonna talk all about it. Man, I was impressed though. I was impressed with Abdullah Mason. He went off. Shout out to my guy Eclipse 330 early. He's here. Bronze, what up? Yo, Clip said, he said, what up, neighbors? He said, I knew it might be bad for Izzy when Drake and Ryan Garcia placed bets on him. No BS. Them two are jinxes. You might be right. Put a case on it. Baby. Ain't gonna lie, I was about to put some money against Izzy, but I just didn't feel like loading up the sports bet book. I was like, I'm gonna just watch the fight. I figured, when you start putting money on the fight, you're invested, literally. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, let me sit over here and work on some beats, chop up some samples while I watch these fights. And I really enjoyed it, though. I really enjoyed it. While it lasted. Shout out to my brother, Tri Burrow. Clip said, Mark said, the Lord wanted me to see that. Yeah, absolutely. Wanted me to know next time, trust my instincts and put some money on that fight. I just had a feeling. Izzy, look, ring rust is real, ladies and gentlemen. Izzy hadn't fought in, a year? DDP had fought, in January? He beat Strickland. So, They both start looking tired though. Like the third, hey, look, if you're a boxing fan watching UFC, you are screaming at the screen the entire night. Sir Senior, what up? Bronze, what up? You're like, move your head, jab, keep your hands up, move your head. Like they just stop lunging. Boxing fans go crazy screaming at the screen when UFC guys are fighting sometimes because we're used to seeing stand up, performed, with a little more expertise. Shout out to Blank Man. He said, Izzy hype is finally done. Come on, Blank Man. Is it hype? Can't be hype, bro. Like, he's a future Hall of Famer. He's two-time world champion. That ain't hype. Hype is, yeah, that's different, man. Hype, it ain't him. He's not just hype. That dude can fight his ass off. But that's not hype. That's not hype. Shit, I would say Ronda Rousey was more hype than him, but that's not hype. Makadouov, well, how you say Akhmadov, the heavyweight who got beat up tonight. Now he was a hype job. No, like just he's a knockout guy, but anybody with some skill, he ain't beating those guys. And his face was in there looking like this tonight. Closed. Shout out to PGH Big Dog. But yeah, I don't think he's no hype job. Definitely don't think it was no hype. Let me make sure I got the phone number on the screen. Call in, voice your opinion. Let me know what you thought of the fight. 404-692-1766. Whether you're talking about the boxing that was on tonight or you talking about the UFC 305 card. Either way, call in, voice your opinion. DDP, man. It was a little crazy before the fight. I was glad to see these guys, shake hands and squash it at the end of the day because, that's what we tell kids, man. We tell kids, hey, look, put the guns down, put on the gloves, go into the ring or step into the octagon, right? And once that's over, it's over. The fight is over. You had your chance to do whatever you wanted to do to him. You had, 5-minute rounds. Get it done. But after that, it's over. All of that crazy stuff that usually happens after the fights, that's for caskets, man. Leave that shit alone. I don't rock with that. You got your chance. You get him in the ring, get him in the ring. If you can't get him there, congratulate that man, shake his hands, because this is, at the end of the day, a sport. And, the kids are watching. The kids, man. We got to do it for the kids, baby. Let me see what they're saying out there. Again, the phone number is at the top of the screen if you want to call in and voice your opinion. 404-692-1766, 404-692-1766. Call in, voice your opinion. Let me know what you thought of the fights tonight, boxing and UFC 305. Let me see what they're saying in the chat. I'm gonna scroll up. I'm gonna try to take it from the top. Blankman said he's officially a gatekeeper. Man, he lost to a champion, bro. Blankman, you just sound like you don't like the dude, man. Like, he lost to the reigning champion. That gotta mean something, right? You know what I'm saying? You lost to the reigning champion. Shoot, Munguia lost to Canelo. And look, he got a fight in September already. Unlike Jamel Charlo. Don't nobody want to see him fight no more. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't think he's a gatekeeper, but you're entitled to your opinion. And I can respect your opinion, even if I disagree. Triborough said, great fight tonight on ESPN. Absolutely. But Christian Mbilli, were you impressed by Christian Mbilli? Were you impressed by him? He got the victory. One-sided ass whipping. But look, Sergey Derevyanchenko started performing quite well for a guy with a torn bicep. One-handed, man. And I'm like, Christian Mbilli, you can't stop this guy? You got a wounded animal in front of you. He only got one arm. Christian Mbilli later revealed that, hey, look, I hurt my shoulder too. I was like, I couldn't tell, but I definitely could tell Derevyanchenko was fighting with one hand. Christian Mbilli could not pull the trigger and close the deal. And the shots he was getting hit with, I'm like, oh, man. I remember people calling for him to fight Canelo. I'm like, this guy? At the time, I was all for it, but The way he looked tonight, I'm like, dang, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if he could beat Jaime Munguia fighting like that. Strong guy, very strong physical, but all the muscles, man, it didn't seem like he had a lot of power. You know what I mean? It didn't seem like he had a lot of power. Clip said Abdullah Mason looking Ohio strong once again. Yeah, I mean, he's doing good against the guys they put him in there with. I gotta say that. If they don't belong in the ring with him, with you get him out of there, and that's what he's doing. Blankman said Mbilli couldn't put the old guy away with one arm basically the whole fight. Blankman, I agree. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. It was a good scrap, though. It was a good scrap. It was exciting at times. I thought at any minute he was going to get him out of there, though. I did think at any minute. But Sergey Derevyanchenko is tough. Y'all think they should have stopped that fight earlier? Should they have stopped that fight earlier? Because he took a lot, and I mean a lot, of unnecessary punishment. And the judges, one judge gave him no rounds, and I think the other two judges gave him 1 round. And I thought he won more than 1 round. I was like, I felt like Eddie Hearn. Like, damn, if this is what we're going to do, why even show up? I mean, we know why they show up. Man, want that check. I mean, but damn, the judges had the cards filled out before the fight even started. Like, homie won a round. I think he won like 2 rounds. That first round when he hurt his shoulder, I mean his bicep, I thought like after he tore that bicep, he had his best 2 rounds right after that. Definitely won at least a round though, right? Blake Man said Abdullah nice, but he's fighting street vendors. Pretty much. I mean, he's fighting. They building the fighter up, but that's how you do it though. You got to build him up. Everybody's not going to be Lomachenko getting a title shot their second fight. That's just not going to happen. Everybody's not going to be 10-0 with, you know, champion like Madrimov. That's a rarity. That's a rarity in the sport. Try Burrow in the chat. He said, Mbilli threw too many overhand punches and weren't connected on half of them, blank man. You're right, Try. They wasn't straight punches. A lot of looping shots, and they were arm punches. He wasn't generating the power from the ground up in a lot of those shots. That's why even when he landed clean, you know, some of those shots, he should have got that guy out of here. Should have got him out of there. Let me see. I agree with that though. Clip said, blank man, remember what you just said in 3 years when Abdullah is running through divisions and collecting belts still. Shoot, when he gonna do it? When he gonna do it? We need. I mean, they slow walking him, but at some point, you gotta step it up against some high level competition. But I get it. They moving him up through the rankings slow. You know, walking the dog. Gotta walk the dog slow sometimes. But I enjoyed it though. He's getting to work on his skills, put it all together. That's important, man. Shout out to my brother Al Money in the super chat. Let me give him the drop. Big Al.
I'll give you the $2. You give him the $2. All right, pay him the $2. Oh, pay the $2.
All right. Let me see. Clip said, Mark said, okay, I read that one. Mark said, the law want me to see that fight. Absolutely. Sir Senior, salute to you. Clip, salute. See UK, he said, inshallah, my brother Abdullah Mason. Absolutely. He said, we'll keep dominating and stay close to his family. Future Hall of Famer right there. I don't know about that, Sid. We got to see more. You get what I'm saying? We got to see more. And we don't need to put that kind of pressure on these fighters that early, do we? Shout out to Sid in the UK. And the reason why I say that, Sid, is because, I mean, he ain't even got his first title yet. Ain't even got his first title. I think that's but I get it, though. You speak it into existence. I get it, but I don't know. I think it's a little premature, to say the least. It's a little premature. Super talented, though. 404-692-1766 is the number at the top of the screen. You want to call in and tell me what you think of the fight. Or the boxing, whether boxing or UFC, either one. Try Burrow saying salute. I'm going to skip over all the salutes and shout outs. He said, I love the new single. Oh, man, you ain't heard the new single. You talking about I hate my job? That's old, man. That shit almost 20 years old, man. Shit almost 20 years old. Triborough, shout out to King KO. He said, boo! King KO. Damn, why I get the boos for only being here 20 minutes? Clip said, yeah, Mark Nash. When I saw Drake and Ryan, I was tempted to put a few dollars on that. Plus, I saw Izzy in the African earrings, etc. at the face-off. Izzy worried about the white boy. Man, that dude can fight, man. That dude can fight. He was tough. Strong as hell, too, man. I thought it was very evenly matched. Very evenly matched. And it looked like Izzy was turning it up on him at the end. Right there. Looked like he was turning it up and got hit with a shot. I don't know why he turned his back. Like I said, sometimes watching UFC, boxing fans will lose our mind. Like, hold on, why you turning your back? You can't even see the punch. And he got hit with a shot, and then like a hard shot. Dropped, and homie saddled up, got right on his back, put the hooks in, rear naked choke, and that was all she wrote. That was all she wrote, that rear naked choke, man. That was all she wrote. Where we at? Lost my spot. Triborough said Derevyanchenko's corner should have stopped the fight in the ninth. Yo, I don't know what was up with Andre Rozier. I don't know what was up with Dre, man. Andre Rozier definitely should have stopped the fight. He was like, I asked him, I said, technician, do you want me to stop the fight? He told me no. So that's a warrior, bro. Of course he gonna say no. You gotta save him from himself, bro. His wife, you see the way Derevyanchenko's wife was looking at Andre Rozier after the fight? Oh man, she had smoke for him. She was looking at him like, bruh, like what is wrong with you? This fight is over. Dude was fighting with one hand. Tim Bradley was calling for fights to get stopped all night. All night he was like, all right, this should be over. All right, stop this one too. All right, stop this one too. Yeah, it was bad, man. I didn't think he had a chance to win it. I think Andre Rozier definitely, and I mean definitely, could have stopped that fight. And nobody would have been mad at him. Same thing with the heavyweights. He said, F all this MMA talk. Shake him head. We talking about boxing and MMA, but you can call in and voice your opinion. The phone number at the top of the screen, King KO. But you won't do that, will you? Don't do that now. You won't do that. Clip said, he said, get him the fuck out of here. Nah, I ain't gonna block him yet. Not yet. I give him a couple minutes. Somebody said, I'm no Easy fan, but he's not hype. Yeah, see, who's that? Taxi? Yeah, Taxi. He's not hype. The dude is talented, man. Dude is super talented. 2-time world champion, going for his third. But that layoff, man, that 1 year out the ring, you can't watch that fight. Look how they both performed and think the layoff didn't cause him some issues in there with his reaction time. Great body work, though. I got to give him props for that. Had some great body work in there all night, and that guy is tough. DDP is tough to even withstand that stuff. Clip said, get the fuck out of here. Neighborhood, I'm the Sandman. Oh, you kicked him out already? Damn. All right. Triborough said, he said, I don't watch UFC, only boxing and wrestling. You mean like wrestling, or you talking about like entertainment wrestling? You talking about like WWE? Shout out to my sister Nick Rich in this bitch. What's up, Nick? So I said, Mbilli was okay. First time I see him tonight, but Mbilli can't throw those overhands and miss against Canelo. Man, he can't try to walk Canelo down with that high guard. Look, the dude was getting hit with uppercuts. Just like he got hit with the same hand. Derevyanchenko had one hand and literally it's a sequence in those fights where he consecutively landed the right hand back to back to back. It was like pow, 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 pow. And I was like, yo, move, man. He just sat there. He just sat there and took the punishment. He said, you said Mbilli punished Derevyanchenko for 10 rounds. Yeah, I mean, he won the fight. I wasn't impressed, though. Wasn't impressed. Triborough said Mbilli was okay. Okay, I read that one. King KO. He said, stop the lies, Mark. Mbilli punished Derevyanchenko for 10 rounds. He won the fight. Definitely gave that guy beat him with one hand, but he couldn't get the guy out of there. You're fighting a one-armed man. You couldn't get him out of there. Punch the bad arm. If nothing else, just start punching the bad arm. Had great body work. I ain't gonna lie, he had great body work in there. But I don't know if he beats a top guy like Canelo or Munguia. Not fighting like that. Nick Rich said Israel lost a fire. Looks like a rich dude getting in the octagon just to get richer. Damn, put a case on it. Said it was a money grab. I thought he was trying to win though, Nick Ritchie. You didn't think he won any rounds in that fight? What round was it when it stopped? Fourth round? You don't think he won nothing in that fourth? I mean, those 4 rounds? I thought he was winning at times. Take a couple calls. 410, you got the flow. Talk to him.
What's up, Mark?
Jerry, what up?
Hey, buddy, what's happening tonight?
I'm blessed beyond words, bro. Talk to me.
Yeah. I felt bad for Derevyanchenko. He's old. He's 38. But he's a super tough guy. Anyone can see that. He's a perfect example of a fighter that, had he got the right promotion, he might be held in the same regard as maybe a Golovkin. I thought he beat Gennadiy Golovkin in their fight. I also thought he beat Danny Jacobs. He's been
a right promotion. He got 3 title shots, made over $10 million in his career. That's pretty good.
Nah, he never got the right promotional push like Golovkin did, for example.
Got to keep winning. He got 3 title shots.
Yeah, but when you don't get the benefit of the doubt, then you can't keep winning. So a lot of people felt like he beat Golovkin, but guess what? He wasn't going to get that decision. HBO had poured tons of money into Golovkin. And really, he won that fight, but he wasn't going to get a decision. Same thing with Danny Jacobs, in my estimation. And Mbilli got flaws. Anyone can see that. But he does not look like no easy task to me. Not for anybody. He's a strong fighter. His chin is pretty good. We haven't seen him take a real whack from someone who can punch like Canelo. But he took some good punches in there tonight. Derevyanchenko is not the biggest puncher. That's probably one of his downfalls. He can punch some, but I like this guy, Mbilli. I've seen him fight probably 3 times now. Strong, throws a whole lot of punches. I don't think he's easy work for anybody. And one thing about the young guys, man, is they keep getting younger, and veterans like Canelo, well, are veterans, right? Yeah. I don't think Canelo would fight him anyway, because I don't think he's looking for that type of challenge right now against a young fighter. But I do agree that him and what's his name, Tommy McGee, would make for a great fight.
I want to see somebody. I want to see one of them mix it up with that young and what's his name, Iglesias. He got the stoppage earlier. I think he 2 rounds or something. That guy, man, he was massive shots.
That's what I'm saying, man. He's young and they were hungry, man. Yeah. As far as Adesanya and his fight, hey, man, listen, that's the nature of the UFC. He easily could have turned around and submitted that guy tonight. I mean, I think he's still a top dog. It's just, that's how it goes in that sport. There's lots of ways to get ended.
Yeah.
KOs, choked out, armbarred. He was doing good up until that point. And it could have went, it could have went either way. So if he's still got the desire to fight, that's the key thing, right? If he's made a lot of money and his desire's not there, then maybe he should retire. But if he's still hungry to fight, I think he's still a top dog.
Yeah, man. I was telling them, Jerry, I don't know if you heard it. I said boxing fans, we lose our mind watching the UFC. We're like, stop pulling straight back with your head up. Use your jab.
Yeah.
Stop lunging. Move your head. Keep your hands up. Like we just lose our mind watching it sometimes because it's just so. I'm just saying this. It's kind of sloppy, hand to hand. Wow, you know what I'm saying? Compared to what we're used to. It's like, oh man, like somebody can go, like you say, anybody can go anytime.
Yeah. You know, that's just the reality of that sport. Very few undefeated guys that are retired undefeated. You know, I think John Jones is still undefeated, and the guy that beat Conor McGregor, I think he beat him. But you could probably count on one hand how many big, you know, named fighters in that sport retire undefeated. But the good thing about it is the UFC fans, they don't hold the losses against the fighters. Dana White, who's a boxing fan himself, he fixed everything that is wrong in boxing with that UFC. And the first thing, I don't know if he's responsible for this, but the first thing is I don't think they, you know, it's one entity, right? There's not 4 belts. So people don't even know who the fuck the champion is, really. And when you have 4 belts, you can be a champion in boxing and avoid the other champions and still call yourself a champion. Man, it shouldn't be like that. That waters down the sport right there. Over there, there's one champ. And when you got one champ in each division, the demand to fight the next top guy is big, real big. Whereas in boxing, they can prop up someone, if you're the WBA or IBF, they can prop up someone in their rankings and be like, yeah, this is title defense, this is a mandatory. And that guy won't even be close to being the top guy or a top guy in the division. So, yeah, and you see this happen all the time. A lot of times you see the champion in one division won't even be ranked in another sanctioning body, or they'll be
the champion. Well, to be fair, champions don't get ranked in another sanctioning body. Like, so if you was, let's say you was number 1 in the WBO, yeah, but if you're number 1 in the WBO and you move over to the IBF, they'll take you out the WBO rankings and you fighting for a title in the IBF. Yeah, they just.
Well, that's just a plain example of why boxing is fucked up. That shouldn't be that way. If you're the top fighter, if you're the top fighters in the division, you should be ranked as the top fighter in the division. How the fuck you gonna rate someone with 5 losses ahead of a guy that's undefeated champion in another sanctioning body? It doesn't make
Once
sense.
you're the champion, it's the top. It's no ranking. You're the top guy. Like example of, I think Zepeda is like number 1 lightweight in all, and I think in all the sanctioning bodies, he's like the number 1 guy. But once whoever he chooses to fight for, far as a title or get a title shot, he'll be out those other. He's not number 1 in those other sanctioning bodies no more if he wins, you know. But then again, we got weird. But then again, we got weird stuff like Danny Garcia ain't fought in 2 years, never fought at 160, but he's the number 1 guy about to fight. Or is he the number 1? I know he about to get a title shot at 160. Never fought in the division and been out of the ring for 2 years. Politics.
Sure, there's a million examples of stuff like that's happening. And if you notice, there's 4 sanctioning bodies. And if you look around throughout the history of boxing, there's usually 3 or 4 top promoters at any given time. I don't think it's coincidence that there's 4 sanctioning bodies and 4 top, promoters to make the fights. That's a political thing. It never really needed to happen that way.
Give me the science. Give me the science, man.
Well, that's the science. Is that way each sanctioning body can have a promoter that they kind of work with a little closer, and we see that. We've seen that. And sometimes it shifts depending on the fighters you have and different circumstances, But typically you can kind of put together what promoter has more sway with a sanctioning body. Because if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, there's no reason to have 4 champions. All that does is water the sport down. Now, it might put a little money in some people's more pockets, which is really what it's all about. So that's how I rationalize the whole thing. But I remember when it was one champ.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. If you got one champ and that one champ is injured, so and he's not going to fight for a year, or he's out the ring for a year and a half. There's other guys who can get a title shot. You know, that's why I think I heard somebody say undisputed is actually bad for the sport because it's one guy holding up all the belts. You know what I'm saying? But if you got 4 different sanctioning bodies, 4 champions. I understand why they do it, but also it's the paper.
Man, it's the money. That's why they do it. Now, I kind of agree with that undisputed thing. See, when you got one champ, he's undisputed. He doesn't have to go through the politics of trying to make fights with different champions and different sanctioning bodies, you know? I remember a time when it wasn't that way, and people knew who the middleweight champion was. This is when you would see fighters on talk shows because people knew. Well, of course, boxing was more popular too, so to be fair, you know, there's that. But again, people knew, you know, who the champion was in most cases. Now, when you talk about an injury, there has to be rules involved. Like, there has to be a time limit. Like, if you're out on injury for this amount of time, you have to give up the belt. The champion emeritus, I think they call it. Yeah, I can go along with that line of thinking, right? You know, like if you didn't lose the belt in the ring, but you got injured or some life event happened and kept you out of the ring, then yeah, when you come back, you should be in line, you know, to fight for the title. I don't know if you should be in line to get the title. Yeah. I don't think you should just be given the title. You should probably have to fight for it, but you should be, you know, in line for it, you know. But you know, overall, we've had some pretty good fights over the last few weeks. This year, I think, has been a good year. Last year was good.
Man, last year probably the best year I had in boxing in a long time, bro. Last year was the shit. All the undisputeds and fights. Man, we had some shit last year.
What do you think of Devin Haney sucker punching that dude at that fair?
I mean, you act like a sucker, you get punched.
But, yeah, well, but dumb move on his part.
Yeah, I don't respect. I don't think. I ain't gonna say I don't respect it. 'Cause I don't know what he said to him, but I do understand. You can't just walk up to people and think you can say whatever you want to them, and nothing's gonna happen. Now, granted, as a professional fighter, a martial artist, he's supposed to have more self-control, more discipline in that. You know what I'm saying? Just how he walked off after he threw the punch and his team was doing that, he should have did that from the beginning. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Now I don't know. I couldn't see the angle. Did the guy spit on him? Was it just words? You know what I'm saying? Because somebody spit on you, that's assault. But if it's just words, man, bro, look, I got some paper, but I ain't got Devin Haney type paper, and I'm not just gonna be punching somebody randomly at the fair. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For one, people kill each other. It was a dumb move,
uncharacteristic,
man. But also, you can lose it all, man. So I just don't think it's. I don't think that's smart thing, but yeah, man, you got to have more self-control.
Seemed like an uncharacteristic type of thing for me to see Devin Haney do, because I hear him speak. He sounds like he's a pretty intelligent guy, and he knows the ramifications of being a known athlete. You know, and what's that sucker? But he should have just let the other guy fight him. Which that's what was happening.
But look, we seen it happen. Guys with money like that, they were like, you know what? This jab about to cost me because he jabbed him. That jab might cost him $50,000 to $100,000, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he could have incited a riot because everybody jumped on that dude. You get what I'm saying? What if? Yeah, but that's Like
it looked to me like the guy was beefing with one of Haney's buddies, and Haney sucker punched him. The guy had his back turned to Haney when he punched him.
No, I thought they was talking face to face. They was in each other's face, and Haney was talking to him. They were saying something to each other, and then Haney punched him.
That's not what I seen.
Yeah, that's what I thought I saw. I could play the clip, but I play it for the audience. But to me, a sucker punch. A sucker punch is you turn your back and then I hit you, or you don't see it coming. But if you and I arguing and I punch you in your face, that's not a sucker punch. You're a sucker.
That's not what I seen, but I'll have to watch it again. It looked like he was beefing with his buddy, and that's who he wound up fighting. He wound up fighting with one of Haney's buddies, and Haney walked off. Either way, though, like you say, you know, you can't think that you can say stuff to people and nothing's going to happen. Yeah, there's a reality that, but the bigger reality for me is that you can say what you want to say. that's not an assault. But when you lay hands on somebody, that's a lawful assault. You see, one's freedom of speech, and I know in the real world it doesn't always work that way. I'm well aware of that. I came up on the streets, right? So I know that in the real world, but lawfully, that's not how it works. And hopefully Devin doesn't get in too much trouble, you know. I mean, that seemed uncharacteristic of him, though, for me.
Oh yeah,
like you said, if he spit on him or something, yeah, I can see, because that's an assault, like you said.
Let me see. Let me try to find that clip real quick. I'm gonna put it on the screen, so I can see it again, but let everybody see it.
While we're talking about it,
okay, hold on. I stand corrected, Jared. Him and the guy talking, and it looked like Devin missed him. Devin missed. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it looked like it didn't land clean.
He didn't even land at all.
Oh, no.
No. Because yeah, that guy goes all the way over to the left. He slipped that whole shit. Now, the other homeboy hit him. Yeah, Devin didn't even hit him. Let me rewind it so everybody can see it. Let me share the screen. Devin didn't even hit him. Slipped the punch. Because when Devin throws his arm like this, you can see the guy's head is like 2 feet over to the left. Devin Haney need to recalibrate before you come back in the ring. You can't be missing jabs on civilians.
Especially when their back is turned. He slipped that punch with his back turned.
Well, his back is not turned, Jerry. It's not turned. He like you said, he's facing both of them, but he's directly in front of the other guy. So y'all can see it right here. Boom. Let me make sure y'all can see it on the screen. All right, let me see if I can zoom in some more. So Devin Haney is right here. He's talking to the guy. Now, you're going to notice right before he throw the punch, look at his left leg. Okay, now he got in position. He's about to throw the punch. Now, this is the guy head right here. Devin Haney is not going to hit him. The other guy's going to hit him. Boom. So he missed it. See, he threw the punch. The guy slid over to the side, and he looked at the punch like, hey, what you doing? He missed. The guy head is over here, and Devin Haney's arm is right here.
Yeah.
He missed.
I can see it.
And then this guy right here throws a power jab, catch the guy in the jaw, and then he's like, all right, come on. Then Devin Haney about to square up. Then that guy hits him. He falls back, and Devin Haney's like, man, you know what? Let me get up out of here because they fucking him up now. They got it. And the police sirens are starting. Yeah, man. Man, leave these folks alone, man. Leave these folks alone in the streets, man.
I wonder what weight Haney's going to come back at, man. At least we're looking big nowadays. Is he looking big?
He's the WBC champion. What you think he's going to come back at?
I mean, you think he's going to come back to 140?
Hell
no.
I don't know. Probably, yeah. He's a big dude, but shit, if he go to 147, who he going to fight?
To me, it's more about how healthy is he going to be at 140.
Man, make 140 fight Tszyu, man. I still want to see him fight Tszyu. But Tszyu trying to fight.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that myself either, but Lopez hasn't shown much interest in fighting. He talks about it, or he hadn't talked about it lately, but he used to talk about it, but never seen the move on it. You know what I mean? I don't hold that much faith that he's going to fight him.
Nah.
But if he does, sure, at 140, I'd love to see it. I just wonder about Devin, you know, because he's talking about moving to 47 before he even fought at 140. We gotta stop acting like this guy. I think it will be more beneficial for him to move up to at least 47, and in a year maybe to 54, because he did too fucking big, man. And I think that hurt him in that Ryan Garcia fight. I think that weight cut finally caught up to him. He didn't have his legs now. He got hit with a good hook, and Ryan's got a good hook, and everybody knows that. But I just didn't like the look of his legs, man. I think the weight cutting finally caught up to him in that fight.
Talking about Ryan, Devin?
Yeah, along with other things, of course.
Yeah, he does cut a lot of weight to make those smaller weights. He's a big dude, but
it ain't like he's a puncher down there.
But
so he ain't going to be a puncher.
You know how I feel with that Ryan Garcia shit. That whole shit is a wash to me, bro. Like,
me too.
One guy fought at a catch weight without telling anybody, hey, look, matter of fact, this is a catch weight. It's a catch weight for welterweight. We're going to fight at 144. Then he popped dirty, and even after that, he didn't even knock him out. That was still it went to the scorecards for a split decision.
Yeah. A lot of people, they're like, oh, you got his ass whipped. Yeah, but they don't realize Devin did a lot better in that fight than people really realize it. But they don't consider the circumstances. Like a lot of people, even people that call themselves boxing fans, just don't even pay attention to the fact that this motherfucker was 3 pounds overweight.
4.
That's a fucking big deal.
4.
4? Okay. Well, I heard it was 3, but nonetheless, it's a big deal either way. Those last few pounds, those last few pounds are the exact sacrifice that fighters talk about.
Bro. It's the hardest to
hardest to do. Yep, and that can make the difference. Never mind the fucking ostering. That right there alone can make the difference because Ryan Garcia rehydrates pretty much the same as Devin Haney. So fuck what you heard.
Yeah, he rehydrated more than he came in that bitch 20 pounds heavy to his damn self.
And himself, when he moved out of the 135 division, what did he say? He said, I simply can't make this weight anymore. He wouldn't have moved out of there if he was cutting a reasonable 10 or 12 pounds. He was cutting a whole lot of weight. But it's always the same. The boxers, most of them cut a shit ton of weight, but only a few of them get criticized for it. You ever notice that?
Oh, absolutely.
Like Benavidez cuts a lot of weight, and people are aware of it. And you got a little group of people that are calling him out, but it's nothing like Devin Haney. And I guarantee you he's cutting as much weight or more, right? But you just don't hear about it the same like that.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
And some guys have lackluster performances, and you don't hear about it like they talk about Shakur Stevenson. You've seen guys have horrible performances.
True. Yeah, that's very true. And I guess that's just how it goes. But I'm interested to see. I got a feeling Devin Haney's next fight might be his highest viewed fight because people are going to want to see where he was at. Because the truth is, he was on a pretty fucking hot run going into that fight.
Bro.
Yeah, it hadn't translated into mass popularity, but
even in defeat, I think I support Devin Haney probably just as much, if not more, than before. Because, I just can't rock with that cheating shit, bro. You know, I'm training for an event myself. I got to fight October the 19th, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Really?
On my mama. I'm fighting October 19th.
You take it, bro?
Huh?
A pro ball?
No, it's not boxing. It's taekwondo.
What?
Yep, October 19th. Keep telling y'all I do this shit, man. Y'all be thinking I be capping, man. That's why I was like, told my wife, I said, I'm fighting. My wife looked at me. She was like, what you gonna be doing? She was like, you gonna get you? I said, I'm gonna be fighting. She was like, fighting who? I said, another person, nigga. And she was like, that. She was like, but I don't want you to get hurt. And I was like, well, I'm gonna do it because she don't know. It's 3 events. Like you're gonna do your punces, gonna break some boards, but it's also fighting too. I want to do the fighting part too. I'm definitely gonna do the fighting. Definitely gonna do the punces. I might do the board breaking, but I'm definitely doing the punces and the fighting. And she was like, you can't win. She was talking to me like I'm Adrian off of Rocky and shit. You're too old. You smoked too much weed in your past and you've been drinking. I was like, but I've been training and I'm losing weight and I'm cut back on all of that. But you can't win. I said, look, I don't need this shit going into the fight. I ain't telling you nothing else. But she was like, I just don't want you to get hurt. And I was like, what you think I'm a dying there? I was like, we got chest plates, headgear. It's like I'm not gonna be fighting like a 22-year-old black belt. You get what I'm saying? Like in boxing, if I was to start boxing, I'm a heavyweight, so they'd throw my ass in there with Jared Anderson or some shit. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's not what's about to happen. I'm not about to fight Jared Anderson type shit.
Are you doing that as a motivation to get in shape? Or you really want to fight?
I've been getting in shape, and now I want to put all my shit together, Jerry. I ain't in there doing 100 crescent kicks a day with either leg, just for the exercise. I'm losing the weight. I don't got it down a lot.
I know, but what I'm saying is sometimes people might put an event like that so it keeps them training and I
love this shit, Jerry. Jerry, other than that, let me ask you this: if I don't do the tournament when would I be able to do a spinning roundhouse and kick somebody in the fucking chest and try to break their ribs? Can't do it on the street. You're gonna go to jail or you're gonna get shot. They're gonna like, man, fuck all this Bruce Lee shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta, you know, so you need to do it, and I can't do it in the dojang because, you know, it's a controlled environment, and then sometimes I'll be in there sparring with kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't little kids in this. That's what I'm about
well,
to say.
Not little kids, like the guy I be working with, like the guys I be working with is like, he's like 19, 20, and or either it's another guy. He's a former Army guy too, and he's like 1 year or 2 years younger than me, but he's an Army guy. I'm fighting, Jerry. I love this shit, bro. I love to fight, and I love this shit. And you get that itch back, man. It's almost like you and your band perform at a birthday party or somewhere, and somebody's like, "Man, you guys sound really good." You be like, "Putting the band back together, babe. You can win." You be like, "Bitch, God, don't tell me that. Tell your mama that. Tell your friends that." But I don't need that shit before I go into the ring. But yeah, I'm trolling. I'm joking, but I'm a little bit serious too. But she just worried about me. She don't want me to hurt myself. But what I think she's really worried about is I'm gonna be very good, and I'm gonna want to keep doing it. Because she was like, "Well, what if you win? What happened next?" I was like, "Aha, that's what it is." That's what it is. I said, well, it'll be a tournament. They're gonna give me a medal and blah blah blah. I'm gonna come to the channel or a trophy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a medal or some shit like that. And a trophy, and I'm gonna come on the show and I'm gonna talk some shit, show my footage. And
I had a buddy.
But my goal is to do nationals next year, Jerry. I'm gonna try to compete in nationals, keep it a buck. Yep, nationals next summer. That's my goal.
I had a buddy that used to down there and watch him sometimes, and I hung around the gym, and I had a call from this guy. He said, "Yeah, man," he said, "A guy said you was down there and you was helping some guys out and stuff, and, I want to know if you could help me out." I said, "Well, okay, how old are you?" He said, "I'm 27. I said, "Well, what's your weight?" And he said, "Well, I'm about 175. He said, "But I'm really probably more of a middleweight, and I'm not in the best shape." I said, "All right, well, I'll come down there and check you out." And this guy had 2 kids, 27 years old, just bought a house. I went down there. He got in the ring with this little Puerto Rican dude who looked like a featherweight. He wasn't much more than a lightweight, I know that. Man, this guy lit his ass up. This little featherweight lit this guy up. Bad, man, bad. He called me the next day. He said, "Well, what do you think?" I said, "Well, what I think is you need a new hobby, bro. And I'm not trying to discourage you at all, right? This guy just wasn't a good fighter. I don't know what. I guess he just was looking for something to do." I told him, "Man, you got 2 kids, bro. You don't need to be fucking taking punches and shit and getting lit up by a featherweight."
Yeah.
You know, and he's like, "Yeah, that's what they told me." I was like, "Well, listen."
He was like, "Yeah, that's what they told me."
It was a white guy. His face was red as fuck, man. That Puerto Rican kid lit him up, man. He was 3 times faster. Yeah, and this guy wasn't throwing no punches.
Oh,
you know?
Man.
All he was doing was just taking. Yeah. He was just taking shots, man. Shorty was teeing off on him. But,
Jerry,
I think about
Jerry,
every man.
Jerry, you can't see the screen, but everybody else on the chat, y'all go see it. That nigga got his ass beat, came back looking like this. So, what did y'all think of my fight?
Yeah. Every man.
Face look like my bucket head. It looked like my bucket head. Big old pepperoni slice.
Back on their fighting days. Myself, I'm 55. I still think, man, I wonder if I can still throw the bones. Like I used to.
Last time you trained, Jerry, you got to train though, man. That's what.
Oh well, I'm not trying to throw any bones. I had triple bypass surgery a couple years ago, right?
Leave it alone. Shit,
So, but I still wonder,
shit,
right?
You get nervous if you see too many stairs and shit. You like, hold up. What an elevator?
Well, oddly enough, I never had a heart attack. And when I had the surgery, the surgeon told me, he said, "Man," he said, "you lucked out." He said, "Because your heart is still strong. And even with all the smoking I've done, my lungs are clear." He said, "So you really got lucky, because when you have a heart attack, you can't reverse the damage that's done. Whatever damage is done is done." That's what he told me anyway. Yeah, so I didn't have a heart attack, didn't even have a little one. They just caught it in time. I had the test. They seen I had some clogged arteries. They went in, and man, it was like a whole, I felt like I was 22 years old again. I still got good stamina for a smoker. I certainly do. But I ain't trying to fight nobody at this point. I gave them, my fighting days are long, long gone.
I love that shit, Jerry.
That's why I stay strapped.
Hey, Jerry, that's for the street. That's for the streets. But I just want to compete, man. I just like to compete. It's not a 12-round fight. We're doing 3 rounds. It's October the 19th. October the 19th, right here in Georgia. So y'all wish me luck, man. Wish me luck. I'm gonna go out there and do my thing. I'm gonna train hard. I'm gonna keep training hard like I've been training. Y'all see me posting pictures up all the time. I'm running, working out. I'm doing the work. I'm putting in the work. I'm not going to get, I'm not getting off the couch.
Do you ride a bicycle?
I ride a bike and I got a treadmill.
Bicycle riding is really good exercise, man. You get on a bicycle and you start riding, you can say, well, I'm gonna go ride 3 miles, but you can lose track of it, ride 6-7 miles, not even feel it, using every muscle in your body. It's great cardio, especially if you're fit enough to do roads that have some hills and stuff like that. That's back last time I was in shape. That's really what got me into shape was bike riding.
Well, doing the taekwondo and the BJJ and all of that shit is tiring enough, Jerry. So I ain't gonna lie, I kind of cut back on the bike riding. Like in between,
I didn't know you fucked with that.
What?
Taekwondo.
Oh yeah,
so man. You've been doing that then?
Yeah, I started back when I was like 14, 15, man. I got them driver's license and it was over. I ain't want to go to the dojo anymore. I want to go holler at some girls, man. You know what I'm saying?
My buddy has a dojo.
I boxed my unit in the Army, and I did Taekwondo when I was in Korea under Master Kim. Studied champion Taekwondo under Master Franklin. And yeah, now I'm at Greens Martial Arts Academy here in Riverdale.
My buddy does jujitsu. He's got a dojo. With the guy I went to high school with. He puts videos up on Facebook. I don't know, man. When I watch him doing that shit, it looks like him and his students are wearing pajamas. They got a bunch of gym mats around, and they're just grabbing each other's ass. I'm like, dude, what do you guys do? Because the guy will stand there.
I want to hear that.
The guy will do a flip and land on the mat. And I'm like, yeah, but this guy ain't offering no resistance at all, bro. He gets offended if you try, because he's like, I think he's a black belt in that shit. And he gets offended if you even say, almost anything. And I'm not trying to shit on it.
Say anything like what? But Jerry, if you say they look like they grabbing ass like that, I would get offended too. Like what you think I'm a homo or something?
It's just no resistance. Like the guy, he grabs the guy's arm, and the guy isn't doing nothing to resist. Then the guy will flip over onto the mat, and I'm like, dude, yeah, but if you tried that, because I got in a conversation with him one night about
judo. You talking about doing tosses and shit? You talking about judo?
I think it's jujitsu is what it is.
Jujitsu usually is like a lot of grappling and a lot of chokeouts. And it's like arm breaking and shit like that. It's more of that than. Yeah, but it could be jujitsu though. But because jujitsu is some rolling. But you know why these guys roll around like that though, Jerry? Because if you resist, you'll get your shit snapped. So you need to roll with the thing. They teach you to roll with it.
But what do they teach you when someone uses their other hand to fucking punch you in the back of the head, or they're offering resistance? Because if you go up and grab someone on the street by the arm, I know they know the pivot points and there's things to be learned there. I get that. But
they're not. They
I'm
just standing there.
What happens when
Jerry? I get it. Like he be like, okay, so I'm gonna grab his arm, and he grabs the arm, and the guy's just standing there with a free arm. You're like, that's not what's gonna happen. That guy's gonna punch you with it right. Yeah.
I wonder, if he came up against an experienced boxer, let's say, and he grabbed his hand. Well, boxers are very reactionary. The first thing they're going to do is rip that fucking hand back. And if you don't have a real good hold, and plus they're going to be throwing punches, man, and a street fight, I just wonder about the effect of it. I don't want to shit on it because I know it takes a lot of discipline, right? he didn't get that dojo and that black belt from just showing up one day. I get that, you know what I mean? So, but I just, when I see, like, he constantly puts up these videos, and I'm like, man, that's a nice flip that guy did. You know?
Jerry, you got my number, bro. Text me one of those videos, bro. I want to see what he's doing so I can get a gauge of what you're talking about.
All right. He told me it's called the General
Soul with fried rice.
No, Gentle. The Gentle art, martial arts or something like that, you know. I don't know.
Talking about jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Yo, jiu-jitsu
is
dope. They taught us basic jiu-jitsu and basic training, basic Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and the art and the thought process behind it is most fights go to the ground within the first 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? If they last that long. You know what I'm saying? Most fights going to go to the ground. And so they teach you how to get somebody off you and, you know, what to do and things like that. Basically neutralize a target, but it's basic stuff. I know a bunch of Army dudes got their ass beat during basic training, after basic training, probably somewhere getting beat up right now. You know what I'm saying? So it don't make you nothing special, especially when you're going against another soldier. Because I knew other soldiers, man, like, man, some of us, man, really took that shit seriously, man, and like just really enjoyed it, like far as the competition of it. Like I said, I boxed my unit when I was in Korea. I did the Taekwondo. Like once you get that itch, man, like I was telling you, start getting that itch and shit. Remember Mike Tyson said, I start working out and I start seeing my body change and shit like that. I become aggressive. I be ready to fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You be wanting to put that. Yo, it's like Daniel's son when he learned how to do that punch, man. You did that shit in the club. Hit him, Daniel. Like, man, I broke his shit, man. You get hype, man. It's like, yeah, this shit is hype. Like, you get hype off that shit.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu, that's what he does.
Yeah, you get hype off that shit. You want to put that shit together, man. And you know you can't do it in the streets. And you can't do it at the job. You know what I'm saying? You damn sure better not do it to your wife. What's that MMA dude that got life beat the hell out of that girl, man? The porn star Christy Mack chick. I couldn't even look at her porn and do my business no more after that. Every time I saw her, I was like,
that was like crazy.
Yeah, I saw her face looking like, every time I saw her, her face, it was just, I always see her face beat up like that. And I was like, man, fuck that dude, man. That's not what martial arts is about. Nah, man. So I'm just excited though about competing, bro. I just can't wait, bro.
Good luck, man.
I can't wait.
I'll be rooting for you,
bro. I'm so geek, bro. And I'm just training hard, man. Training hard, bro. So I'm gonna have to decrease these shows some. Hey, look, I'm gonna ask you and everybody watching, like, if I had to do a live once a week, or if I just did a live twice a week, of course I'd do a fight if it's a big fight Saturday, but that one weekday, Sunday through Friday, what would be the best day?
Oh, hell, probably midweek, I would think.
Wednesday?
I don't know. You would know better than me, but I would think midweek. Yeah, because on the weekends people go out, you know, stuff like that. You know, especially with summer coming to a close.
Well, I'm gonna still do, if it's a fight, I'm gonna still do a fight. You get what I'm saying? But
right
on a Saturday, but trying to find me another day because I'm definitely gonna. Somebody said Monday and Wednesdays. Cliff said Monday and Wednesdays. I might could swing something like that. One of those days gonna have to be a daytime day because, like I said, I want to free the nights up. So like if I do that clips, like I might do a daytime show on Monday and recap everything for the weekend, and do a Wednesday night show, something like that. But definitely gonna have to cut back on the YouTube for a little bit while I'm training. Yeah, so I look forward to it.
Do you think Devin Haney should fight Ryan Garcia again?
Me personally, Martin Ash, no. I wouldn't fight him again.
Nah, not unless it was stupid money. Maybe if it was stupid money.
The reason,
but otherwise, a lot of people were calling for that. But I don't think.
And it got to be like strenuous drug testing, like. But for me personally, it's like he almost got away with it. Think about it. He didn't fail until the day of and the day after.
Yeah. He almost pulled that shit off.
Before, or he failed. When he failed the day before and the day of. That's when he failed. Yeah. He almost got away with it. It wasn't for these pesky kids and their dog. I would have got away with it.
Yeah. Now I hear a lot of people talking about, he's got to go ahead, and I'm like, I don't know, man. There's a couple reasons why. One, if he goes back and fights him again and he doesn't test 30 and he makes an agreed to weight and he whips Devin again, that's going to put a serious dent in his career, I think. And two, this guy was an asshole all throughout the promotion.
But what if he does the same thing? Like, just y'all agree to the weight and then he skips the weight again?
Well, see, that was what I was getting at.
And he cheats again. Let's say he just cheats again and he popped dirt again.
Did it before,
did it again. And look what happened. He got fame and acclaim. What was stopping him from doing what he did before? It's going to be even more money.
That was my next point.
It's going to be even more money. I can blow weight and no, bro.
Yeah. Plus, he's so inconsistent in his personal life. You could spend 3 months invested in promoting and training, and this motherfucker might not make it to the fight. Now you don't waste it, theoretically, at least 6 months fucking with him, and there's a chance that he could do it again. And he was an asshole during the promotion. A lot of people didn't even think he was going to make it to the fight. That couldn't help the promotion of the fight. It's a lot more complicated than what a lot of, clueless boxing fans, he'll fight Ryan, he'll fight right. Damn, it's a lot more complicated than that, bro. It just really, really is.
Yeah.
But now, Bud Crawford, the Turk has said recently that Bud Crawford doesn't seem to want this fight with Ortiz. You got an opinion on that?
I don't like it. I don't like Bud telling me all the people he's not gonna fight. I'm just being fair. Now, granted, if you're gonna retire, cool. If it's Canelo or retirement, that's sad for me as a Crawford fan, as a boxing fan. I think he has so much more to offer to the sport, but he has nothing else to prove neither. He's done it all except lose. You done everything except lose, bro. What, he's 41-0, 31 knockouts. Like, you ain't got nothing to prove. You done it all except lose. You're already gonna get into the Hall of Fame. You're going up in weight. You're gonna be taking more hits from bigger guys. The training camps, bro. The training camp. That's what people don't realize. You take more punishment in the camps than the damn fight.
Yeah,
bro. My fight is 1 day.
That's why
the fight is 1 day, 3 minutes. This fight is 1 day, 3 minute rounds, and it's 12 of them. But leading up to it, you're gonna spar hundreds of rounds, bro.
Yeah, right.
Multiple. You get what I'm saying? Multiple fighters.
See,
switching.
That's why I told you the Turk, when he did that interview, he should have said, "If it's not Canelo, me and Bob will sit down and figure out the next move."
Yeah.
That's what he should have said. But instead, he said, "I want Virgil Ortiz." But I thought right away, well, what if Bud Crawford doesn't want to fight Virgil Ortiz? What if the middleweight title, one of the middleweight belts, become available to fight for, and he wants to move up and do that?
But Jerry, so what's your issue with him saying that?
With who's saying what?
Because the Turk saying that, because I hear all promoters saying what they want. I've heard Bob Arum say, "Well, I would like for this fighter." I've heard different people say what they would like for a fighter. Hold on, Jerry. I'm gonna add somebody to the convo. 907. What's your name? Where you from? 907. What's your name? Where you from? You live? Oh, I guess they hung up. They was like, "Oh, this shit working for real. It's a real number." Yeah, it's live, baby. But Jerry, I don't like it. It's like, because it's all or nothing. It's this or bust, and it's so much. It's so many options out there. So. But I've heard Eddie say what he wanted. Eddie said what he wanted for this guy. And
that's fair, but you've also heard him say, I'm going to sit down with my fighter and we're going to figure out what the next move. That's what I most commonly hear. Now, sometimes
I hear him say what they want. What you described is what I hear after a loss. After they lose,
I hear plenty of them say that, because at that time they don't really know, and what it does, it puts an unfair expectation. Now you got people saying he's ducking Virgil Ortiz, and you get this type of thing when really, who knows if Bud Crawford ever even entertained it? You know, so to me, the correct wording would have been, yeah, I'm going to talk to my fighter, or I'm going to talk to Bud Crawford, and we'll figure out what the next move is. Because, like I say, I think Bud Crawford may have his sights on that WBO middleweight title.
Say that again?
And to me, yeah, I think he might want to fight for that WBO middleweight title.
That's what he got.
Or the, well, yeah.
Oh, no. Super. You talking about the 160?
I'm talking about the middleweight, 160.
Who got that? Who got that at 160?
Well, Gennadiy has it, but
he's going up.
He passed out making weight.
Yeah, he's going up.
Yeah, it's very likely he's gonna abandon that belt, and that belt will be vacant. Bud has a long-term working relationship with the WBO, and I think he could probably get a shot to fight for that title, and that, you know, would be what, five weight divisions at that point, and that puts him right in Canelo's wheelhouse at that point. At that point, he's a middleweight, and if he wins the title, he's a middleweight champion. So that puts real pressure, I think, on Canelo at that point, because he can't say he's a welterweight. He can't say that no more, right? So I like the Virgil Ortiz fight, but I could understand why Bud Crawford might not want that fight. And you also got to ask yourself what the money's going to be, because it looks to me like the Sheik left the bag in Saudi Arabia for this Crawford fight. What I'm hearing the money is not what I've seen him pay before. I don't know what the fucking deal is, but
Say that again. I'm sorry.
It just, from what I'm hearing about what Bud Crawford got paid for that Madrimal fight, it doesn't seem to jive with what I've seen the other purses. At least what I've seen, and we've talked about this a million times. What do you?
Yeah, I don't go by that. I don't go by that. I don't believe it either. Especially if you.
But the California State Athletic Commission put out the numbers for it.
I heard
so
they did, but I heard they did, but I didn't see it. But I heard it was pretty credible. But it's so many ways to get money off a fight, especially when you're listed as a promoter. Terrence Bud Crawford was listed as a promoter for that fight.
Yeah, I mean that's
even leading up to that fight, they had him on WWE. I bought a shirt that he won WWE, and they were selling on his website. I bought it, and then I went back to buy one for somebody from the audience, and I was gonna, give them their shirt because they asked me to get, like, man, can you get one for me? Blah 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 blah. That shit was gone. They were sold out, bro. And these were pre-orders. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like you buy it and you get it right then. You buy it and you get it 3 weeks later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I bought it 2 weeks before the fight, or a week and a half before the fight, whenever he was on WWE. So that was like a week or two before the fight. I didn't get it till this week. You get what I'm saying? So
I also read today
the kid can sell, man. So I think I really think
how about
he wants
this
to make
for
next move his best move.
Something unfounded. I heard, or I read a thing today where there's actually some talks of him, Bud Crawford, fighting Triple G. You heard that?
I never heard of it.
I heard some bots and gossip that they were trying to make a Triple G fight.
Yeah.
Bots and gossip. Yeah, like bots and gossip.
Yeah.
Like hip-hop gossip, celebrity gossip. Boxing got gossip too, and that's some bots and gossip. But even then, I would get why they would do that at 168. Like Triple G only lost to one person in his entire career.
Yeah.
And he's a future Hall of Famer. He's holding out for a big bag his damn self. That's why he ain't fought since Canelo. So
yeah. I'd like to see Triple G fight Andre Ward. That's what I'd like. I'll pay for that, even at this point.
I'll pay for it right now. Well, Andre Ward getting off the couch and Triple G hasn't fought in over a year.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years. I'll pay for that off the couch. But I'm just an Andre Ward fan anyway, though.
Yeah, I like them both, man. I wish they would have fought back
mad
in the day.
I was like, man, he won that fight. It was like, nah, man, he lost. I was like, no, because they always go back to he got dropped. And I was like, but then what happened?
Kovalev beat him. Beat him by 5 points.
By 5
I like Ward.
points?
I've always liked Ward. Yeah, 116, 111. So I don't know how you could score it any different than that.
5.
To be honest.
By 5?
Yeah. I don't typically root for fighters. I was rooting for Andre Ward in that fight because I followed Ward his whole career. Since he won Olympic gold, I picked him to win the Super 6 tournament. Nobody was picking him to win that tournament if you were watching boxing back then. They had 2-3 other guys picked in front of him. I'm like, how the fuck do you get this? The only guy I thought he was going to have difficulty with, perhaps, was the guy from Denmark. And he wound up fighting him, and the guy got bad cuts from headbutts, but
What guy from Denmark?
He beat him.
What guy from Denmark?
Oh,
I don't remember.
what the fuck was it? He was a big-ass super middleweight.
Denmark.
What's his name?
Triple G fought him? I'm pull it up.
No, Ward fought him in the Super 6 tournament.
Oh.
They actually had that guy to pick to win the tournament.
Oh, I know you talking about Mikhail. Yeah, Mikhail, not Frotch.
Mikhail Kessler. Yeah.
Kessler.
Yeah.
And he fucked around and beat Kessler with one hand. Remember
yeah,
that?
but Kessler was compromised in that fight from headbutts, man. His eyes were cut wide open. And that was still a tough fight. But that's what I always liked about Ward, because, yeah, he injured himself in the fight, but he just could not compete Andre Ward.
Or was it Arthur Abraham that he beat with one hand? Hold on, I might be getting Kessler mixed up with Arthur Abraham. One of those. But
Abraham is another one they were picking to win that tournament.
He Carl Froch. Carl Froch, a Hall of Famer, man.
Yeah,
Carl Froch is a fucking
Ward,
Hall of Famer, like.
Fight.
And like Andre Ward, bro, like this dude was running. To
me is Andre Ward's best performance was in that Carl Froch fight.
Nah,
for sure.
You don't think
the
Chad Dawson shit was one of his best, or the either the Chad Dawson or the last Kovalev fight? His last fight might have been
Chad Dawson came down to 68 from 75.
He wasn't forced to came to. He chose that. He thought it was sweet.
I get that, but it didn't help him. That's why he didn't have his legs, and he was getting knocked down all over the place.
No,
Chad
it wasn't.
Dawson
No, it was the skills,
heavyweight.
bro. It was the shot. It was the skill. It was him being off balance. It was Andre Ward throwing over top and catching him over top of his jab.
Well, yeah, Dawson never showed those vulnerabilities.
And he quit. Never forget that.
Hey,
and he quit in that fight. He didn't get beat the fuck up till he couldn't fight no more. He quit in the 10th.
Yeah, because in my
estimation, Steve Smoker was like, "You want to keep fighting?" He was like, "No, I'm good." That niggas, I ain't never heard nobody say that in boxing. He was like, "No, I'm straight. I'm good."
But you got to think about it, man. Chad Dawson was a big light heavyweight, and coming down 7 pounds, that hurt him in that fight. If you ask me, I never seen him come into a fight and not have his legs. He was non-competitive. So Ward did another on him, but to me, they're definitely an actress. He spent his whole career at light heavyweight, and then to come down 7 pounds, that to me that hurt him. But nonetheless, my personal opinion
and then lose and then be like, "Well, the weight was the problem."
Well, he wanted the money, Mark.
I want the money too, but I ain't gonna blame. I never heard him complain about the weight. I only hear fans say that. I never heard Chad Dawson say losing the weight was too much, and that's why I lost to Andre Ward.
Well, here's the thing: when Ward won the tournament, Showtime had set aside a nice payday for Ward to fight the French-Canadian Lucien Butte. Butte ducked that fight. He was a holdout in the tournament, and instead he fought Carl Froch for $10 million. He got twice as much money. But what's his name? Chad Dawson knew that there was a big fight there to be made because he was fighting on the same network, and he knew. And so he really wanted to fight him at 175, but Ward said, "No, if you want to fight me, you have to fight me at super middleweight." And so he done so. He done it for the money. I don't blame him for that, but I think it hurt him. Because this guy didn't, as far as I know, Chad Dawson was a career light heavyweight. He was big. So, and plus in the fight, he just didn't have his legs. And that's what you see when fighters get in their weight drained. They get knocked down easy. They swell up easy, or they just not competitive like that. That's most likely why he quit, because he probably knew I can't compete in him. He's going to make a highlight reel out of me. But nonetheless, I still think the Carl Froch fight.
Also, he knew he would not lose his title at 175. He was still the champion there. I'm fighting Ward for a check, and if I win his dough. But no different. But hey,
But
look,
he
but
was
that's
never
no.
the same.
But look, but that's no different from Canelo going up to fight Bivol. People like, well, he dared to be great, and I was like, y'all forgot he already beat Kovalev. He did this before. You get what I'm saying? And was successful. You get what I'm saying? But
yeah,
but this wasn't old.
that's going
Kovalev.
up.
Yeah, and I gave him credit for the Kovalev shit, unlike most people. You know what I'm saying? I gave him credit for the Kovalev, but
Well, Kovalev was a champion in the division when Canelo beat him. He
Kovalev
just
had
knocked
just
out
came off
Yardy, a young fighter.
Came off. That was a hard fight though. There wasn't no easy knockout.
Well, no, but he actually knocked him out with a jab.
Kovalev was but Kovalev was hurt in that fight. Yardy was Yard was gassed. That's what beat Yard.
Yeah.
Yard didn't have no gas tank. He couldn't lift them big ass muscle bound arms no more. That's why jab took him out. Daniel Dubois, jab. Look, who had that quote? Fatigue makes cowards out of all men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, how true? How true is that?
Come on, bro. Napoleon. I think that was Napoleon Bonaparte. Fatigue makes cowards out of men. Come on, bro. You're tired. Right. You can't fight.
You can't fight. You can't fight, man. And that's why you see fighters quit sometimes. Now, quit is a 4-letter word in boxing, but for me, I'm on the fence with it a little bit. If it's a straight-up quit job, no. But a lot of times, and you know this from competing, people don't know, they don't, myself included, you sit there, you don't know how those punches are really affect that person.
No, you don't.
You know? Yeah, especially
if they got a good poker face. Like the guy who fought tonight, I didn't know he had when I saw that ice pack on his shoulder, I was like, damn, what happened to you? He was like, man, fuck my shoulder up mid-fight. Christian and Mbilli, he had a good poker face.
Yeah, you see Derevyanchenko, that slow motion they show where his muscle tore in his arm. He was fighting with one arm for most of that fight, which was very gallant. But at the end, he didn't have his legs. You know, you could see he was almost falling down just trying to move around. Yeah. And he showed a lot of warrior heart in there tonight.
That body work, too. So but a lot of that was, it's not him not having his legs. It's Christian and Mbilli took those legs with that body work that started.
Oh, very well could have. Yeah, very well could be why. Yeah. I don't know what Derevyanchenko, where he goes from here, you know.
He probably go from here. Who are you going to fight next?
Well, he's young, right? So he's going to have some options. I don't know if he'll be able to make. I know
what Derevyanchenko will go from here, though. We all know where he's going from here. To the hospital.
Well, I mean, as far as retiring or staying in boxing.
Oh, yeah. This is when your body is breaking down on you, literally. Your body broke down on you in the middle of the fight. There wasn't a punch that did that. Your body
but that injury is not necessarily uncommon. That happens to young fighters, too.
Yeah, but it's a freak it's a freak accident, but it happened to you later in your career. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. It's not like it's a young fighter. If it happened to Christian and Mbilli and he still won the fight or lost the fight, nobody would say nothing. This is
I think they should stop it myself. Right around the 8th round, I was like, I know this guy ain't never been stopped and he might want to have that, but he's just fucking taking too many punches, man. There's too many fucking shots to the head. At some point, you have to weigh it out and say, man, is this worth it?
You got to be honest, too. Like, look.
Corner should have stopped it.
Bro, absolutely Andre Rozier should have stopped that. And if something happens to this guy, Andre Rozier probably never forgive himself. You get what I'm saying? Because here's the deal.
Sure.
Those punches and the effect of those punches aren't just for tonight. It's for years to come, bro. You can't unheal the damage that his brain was bouncing off, and he was getting hit with some massive shots. Just because he has a good poker face and he's a warrior, and we just gonna keep him in it because he's a warrior. Hey, man, look, to be a puncher, to have a puncher's chance, you got to be a puncher.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Derevyanchenko is not
one around.
He didn't, and his punches, even when he had two hands, was not hurting that guy. To be a puncher chance, you got to be a puncher, and I don't think he's still a puncher like that at this age against those guys.
And that's why Mbilli was walking through him. People will say he's got to work on his defense, and he probably does because he does get incredibly squared up at times. But I think more than that, it was he just knew the punches weren't going to hurt him, so he was walking through them. That's been done before, you know. Because at the fight round,
he looked like he was hurt real bad, didn't it? Didn't look like he was hurt. He got hit with the shots, like Mbilli. Looked like he was about to blow it. Looked like he got hurt right there.
Well, I seen some fatigue. Yeah, he got a little bit fatigued, but even that guy, a little fatigued, is still fighting at a faster pace than a lot of guys. I mean, that's what impresses me about him. So it's a lot of hard punches, and he fights at a fast pace. That ain't gonna be easy to deal with, especially for any veteran fighter. I don't give a fuck if it's Canelo Alvarez or not. Now, Canelo Alvarez can punch harder, so that evens the playing field. But I think Mbilli, at least from what I've seen in the few times I've seen him fight, haven't seen a problem with the chin. He's a young threat. I will give him that, nothing else. He needs a good crossroads fight. This was a good step up for him against a Gallian veteran, but now we need to see him against the Jaime Munguia, right? To see, and it's be good for Jaime too because he's coming off a loss, and you know that's a great crossroads fight. And if boxing was about shit, we get that fight, but it's one top ranked fighter, and then Oscar, and I don't think the chances are good. So to your point, where's he go from here? It's hard to say. If Arum is, if he's with Top Rank, if Arum is willing to invest in him, he probably can get him some fights and move him along. But also, how about that big Russian motherfucker? Boy, what a fucking disappointment that fucking down to be.
I knew he was gonna lose, Jared. He's not.
I thought he was a wrecking ball.
He was good against the guys they put him in front of him.
Yeah, he sure was. He looked like he'll beat the shit out of some old boy with no arms.
Yeah.
He
built his record fighting guys that built like Andy Ruiz. When he get in there against guys that are heavyweights, but they like, bro, I'm not just a big dude. Like, I can box, bro. I've been boxing since I was 7 years old. Like, he's just a big dude. Like, he has no jab, lunging right hand, off balance, just sloppy, bro.
Slow.
Yeah, he just big. He beat guys with his just sure size and will, but the cream always rises to the top. That's why he just realized he can't fight. You know, he can't box. And if you go in,
well, they said that motherfucker's been fighting since he was 9 years old. During the telecast,
I don't know who
he was fighting. Be able to fight a little bit.
Nah, he's tough. He's tough like a motherfucker. Like, because if he hadn't been no fighter, he would have quit. Most people would have been quit, man. Like, you know, he had every reason to say I can't continue no more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But he just kept doing like that, just shaking his neck. Like, come on, let's keep going. Yeah. I was like, yo, what is he doing with his neck? Like, yo, my man is out of here, bro.
He always does that.
Yeah, I know, Jay.
He always does that. I said, no, a nervous twitch or something. I don't know why the fuck he does that. But that guy he was fighting is a pretty athletic, good fighter. I know he lost his last fight, but I've seen him fight a few times. That Greek dude, he's a pretty good fighter. I ain't gonna get crazy with him, but I think he's good. He's very athletic. I'd like to see him fight. What's that little white dude, heavyweight? He's a puncher. Sanchez, I think, is his name. You know who I'm talking about?
The Sanchez I know is Frank Sanchez. What are you talking about?
I think he looks like fucking John Oates from Hall & Oates. He looks like an 80s porn star, this guy. Never fights for Top Rank, I think.
Sarah Smile. No, I don't know him. I can't think of him.
Man, I know you know who I'm talking about.
I probably do, Jared, but
Torres, I think is his name.
Yeah, Torres. Yeah, with the mustache, the Olympian.
Yeah,
he got a silver medal, I think.
Yeah. He's another one, man. He ain't did nothing but beat up this.
So you want to see that
nobody
guy?
Good?
Yeah, it's time for him.
I like to see him fight that Greek guy that beat the Russian tonight. I like to see him fight him.
That's a big jump.
Be a good crossroad fight.
That's a big jump, though.
For Torres?
Yeah, because Torres ain't fought nobody at that. Torres fighting guys.
He ain't fought nobody, but
Torres, the guy Torres fight at 11 at night got to be to work at 7 in the morning the next day.
Right.
That nigga got to send that nigga got to be right there on the register.
But eventually they're gonna have to they're gonna have to test them against some fucking body eventually.
Yeah, they just cooking the bird slow. That's what they do. That's what top. I'm telling you, man. Top Ranking's the best at this shit, man. As far as building a fighter, because they put you on. They put them right in our face. Shit, y'all know Abdullah Mason, but y'all don't know these other guys. You know what I'm saying? That fight in his division.
And I was hoping they would have televised this fight because I ain't seen him yet. I keep hearing about him, and
Joe, you gotta look him up. He on YouTube, man. Just look him up on YouTube at this point.
Yeah, I'm going to. Hey, I see you won. I see you got a stoppage
again. Yeah,
victory. Yeah,
yeah. They got to start
put
him in there with
featherweight. What weight does he fight?
Damn, man, Jerry. I can't tell you off the top of that head. Shit. What? Somebody tell me what Abdullah Mason. I just said it in my head because I had an opponent for him. Hold on, let me see. I got an opponent for him too. Abdullah Mason, 15-0, 13 KOs. Cleveland, Southpaw, number 7 in the U.S. So he's at they fighting at 35. But he came in, he weighed 136 and his opponent weighed 136 and a quarter. So they both didn't make weight.
He didn't make weight.
Or maybe they had agreed upon weight at 137, I guess. But they both official weights are over 135. So maybe he's slowly moving himself up to 140. But he's a lightweight.
Any word on who Tank Davis is going to fight next? I don't know why there's no. Well, I guess
I'm not excited about it. It ain't gonna be nothing I want to see.
It ain't gonna be Shakur Stevenson.
That's why I don't care, bro. It ain't gonna be Shakur, and it's not gonna be Loma. So the fight for him is Shakur right now, bro. And I remember him saying, after these next 2 guys, y'all gonna see what's up. The next 2 guys was Hector and Ryan, and he said after these next 2 guys, y'all will see what's up. And what did he do? He fought Frank Martin.
Yeah.
And now, right now, it's nowhere of him. It's no way. It's like he even said on that interview. He said, "I never asked him for those fights. I just fought whoever they put in front of me." So, Tank. So now you your own boss right now. You the top guy in the division. You the money man, right? You the knockout artist. You the star. Tank is a big star. All right, well, make the fight. Because when his trainer said, yeah, he like to go doing all that moving, so we can't do what we do. That told me a lot right there. That told me a lot. You don't like that style. That style is going to be hard for you to defeat. You're going to have to go catch him. You're going to have to cut off the ring. You're going to have to outbox this guy.
I would pick Tank against him myself.
Man, I don't know about that. He can't. Tank got to punch. Now he's got a puncher's chance, but Shakur is so elusive and he can box. He can outpoint him all night. I think Shakur can outpoint him and win that fight.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that happening, but I think Tank gets to him at some point. But the problem is just what you just said.
But do you knock him out when you gonna get to him? It's boxing. You're gonna get to him. You're gonna hit him, but are you gonna knock him out? Or did you lose get hit with so many jabs on the way in? He tied you up, spin you around. You got to reset again. You just got to keep marching him down, trying to chase him. You the shorter guy with the shorter arms. Tank is better when guys are rushing him and trying to blitz him and he's off the back foot. I think he's at his best right there.
Yeah, but he's shown he can do it both ways. He can come get you, or he can get you off his back foot. The power.
I never seen him fight. I never seen him fight nobody like Shakur in his career. Shakur fought guys like Tank. Hard hitting, powerful guys.
Fought anyone with that type of power. Come on, no, bro. He ain't never fought nobody who can punch like that. Tank's got the type of power to put you in one shot. That includes Shakur Stevenson.
Power is
relative. Well, it's relative,
but what I'm trying to say is
all you got to do is look at the fight, and it's a highlight reel of fucking one-punch KOs. And I'm talking out. Not talking stop on your feet. I'm talking out. That man's got real power.
Yeah,
and that's what compounds.
But this is boxing, though. You don't think Shakur that guy got power?
Boxers get knocked out all the time.
Yeah, but like
this guy. Well, Shakur, he don't have anything to keep Tank off of him. That's what I see. He can move, and he will move, And I don't even look forward to the fight because I think he'll stick the joint out, personally. He didn't seem to want to engage with Margo.
Stink the joint up. If Tank gonna knock him out, that's gonna be exciting, right?
Well, if he can catch him, if he can get to him.
I thought you said he's gonna catch him. You think he's gonna catch him? See, I think he can avoid that.
I think the chances are he will in 12 rounds. In 12 rounds, he's gonna hit him. He ain't gonna avoid every punch for 12 rounds. And if he does, he ain't gonna win because that means he ran the whole fight. Yeah. He ain't gonna beat Tank by running. It's just not gonna happen. He's gonna have to put some hands on him.
Nah,
and at least
he lands, bro.
In his last
what y'all call running, bro? He still be landing, outlanding these guys.
Yeah.
You gotta go get him.
Yeah, we can just agree to disagree.
Yeah, it's
I don't even think it'll be a good fight.
Damn, Jerry.
I'm not even. I think there's better fights for Tank than Shakur Stevenson. I'm down on Shakur right now. But like you said, he's had some inconsistent performances, but so have a lot of other fighters. So I'm not saying he's trash or anything. I'm looking forward to his next fight. I want to see him, fight a little bit more offensively for me. Just so, because it's frustrating watching him because he has all these tools, and it's like, damn, it's like sensationalism is right below the surface with him. And it just seems like, I don't know, I wonder about his head game sometimes. I just don't know about him. And as far as Tank, I'm disappointed with Tank in that he hasn't fought these guys, man. Enough is enough already. That own boss bullshit, understand this, someone is paying him.
Come on,
which means he's not his own boss.
Come on,
people, I'm not saying you, but a lot of people throw that around.
You cooking, go ahead, I agree.
Because, he's not his own boss.
Somebody name on your check. It ain't Tank Davis Promotions to Tank Davis Promotions. I don't think that.
No, it's not.
He just said, I got a deal. He just signed a big ass deal, right? Somebody paid him on that deal. He signed to somebody.
Exactly. Which means that they have.
He was like, I made a deal with myself. I'm gonna give you
right.
Somebody gave you a deal, man.
But you would have to think that a fighter of his status at this point would have some say and some sway, at least some kind of sway. You know what I mean? But that admission that he made about never asking for those guys, that was fucking terribly disheartening for me. When I heard him say that, I ain't never heard a fighter say shit like that. I mean, that was like, what do you mean, bro? When Devin Haney had all them belts at 135, this is the division that Tank fights in. This is the division that his handlers say he's the best and the biggest. Here, this guy's got all the fucking belts and the ring fucking belt. If you didn't fight him then,
you never wanted to fight him.
Yep.
You never wanted to fight him.
That really told me something.
And the time was perfect,
and man. It doesn't help that the PBC, even you see it with Turkey, they don't want to let Tank fight anywhere outside of their promotional control. Now, even when they fought Ryan, PBC was the lead promoter in that fight. And Mayweather said, we're not letting them fight anyone outside of our promotion. And I haven't seen them yet do that. Big insert Frank Martin. That's how Frank Martin got that fight,
Didn't
right?
I tell y'all that?
Because when Frank Martin...
Remember I said it, when he was about to fight Shakur, and everybody said he ducked. And I remember I said, live on there, I said, I think he's going to fight Tank Davis. They was like, why? I was like, why would you build him up to a main event fighter? Because he did fight Artem Harutyunyan at the main event, only to feed him to Shakur at top rank. Like, no. I said, if he fight Tank Davis next, will y'all still call that a duck? Yeah, he did duck. I was like, but y'all think Tank could beat Shakur. So how do I duck Shakur to fight Tank Davis? Bigger fight, more money. You get what I'm saying? You selling your O.
Yep.
I'm like, oh my God, man. Y'all just, it's not a duck if you go from Shakur to Tank Davis. And I get it. It's not fair to Shakur because that guy, he ended up fighting a number 6 guy, but the other 5 guys chose to go the other direction. Loma, Isaac Cruz, Zepeda, Frank Martin, and you end up with De Los Santos. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. But if you look at Rolly Romero fought Pitbull Cruz. He tried to paint himself as a hero and say, well, I could have fought Ryan Garcia. a lesser fighter for a lot more money. But instead, I chose to fight Pitbull Cruz. Well, what he didn't tell you is he didn't have any say in the matter. When my grandma used to tell me, when something don't make sense, it's not true. Why would you fight what you saying is a bigger, harder fight for a lot less money? Don't make no fucking sense. He couldn't fight him because Ryan Garcia is a fighter, De La Hoya a fighter, right? So he had to fight Pitbull Cruz. He didn't have a say in the matter. They wasn't going to let him go. He had a title at the time, and they wasn't going to let that title slip away to someone outside of their promotion. That shit's been going on for years. Now, he tried to twist it, and I don't blame him for trying to twist it, but like I say, if it doesn't make sense, 9 times out of 10, it ain't true. These guys don't have say in shit like that. Devin Haney included. I hear people saying all the fucking time that he's his own boss. Well, no. As long as he signs him, that's why he signs with Eddie Hearn.
Nobody can make it. Yeah, I get what you mean, Jerry. As in somebody got to pay
him. They can't make nobody.
Well, let me say something. The difference is some guys don't get to say who I want to fight next and who I'm not going to fight next. They got to fight who's put in front of them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some guys are like, look, I'm fighting, and some guys don't even have a date. You just get put on the card somewhere. This guy gets a date, and I'm going to get a date. I'm going to get a venue, and I'm going to be the star of the show versus you. You get what I'm saying? Or you. And if you get hurt, I'm still going to fight, and it'll just be the next person. The fight going to go on. Versus if I get hurt in training camp, the fight will probably be off, and we'll be rescheduled. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's your show. Some guys don't have
really the only
like
power.
Tszyu didn't have that much control of his career earlier on, and he let us all know.
None of them do. None of them do. If you're signed and you don't have control, that's what signing with a promoter means. Unfortunately, the only thing the fighter can do is turn down a fight. Like Tszyu, Aaron could say, "Look, I got you scheduled to fight Brian Norman, and here's what you're going to get paid, and here's what's on the line." And all Tszyu can do is say no, but typically they don't do that, man, because if your promoter lines up a fight for you and he's willing to finance it, if you say no, that's not good business.
And you're in the back of the line, because part of my job a lot of times is I have to make the offer to you. You get what I'm saying? I got to offer you X amount of fights. Now, if I offer you 3 fights and you turn them all down, and you already know, Bobby. Because I heard people say Dana was like that, right? They said Dana would have it in the contract where I got to make at least 2 offers to fight to you. So I'm gonna just throw a number like 2, right? Let's say I got to offer you 2 fights a year, Jerry. I haven't offered you nothing yet, and then somebody gets injured and pulls out of a fight. I tell you I give you 2 weeks notice. You say no, but hey, look, I did offer you a fight though, but it was 2 weeks notice.
Right.
Stay ready. Okay, well, I made your offer. I'll make you another offer another time. And since you said no,
which is where Tim Tszyu fucked up. When the PBC came to Tim Tszyu 2 weeks before his fight with Thurman and said, "Look, Thurman's out. We're going to put you in with Fondora," Tim Tszyu should have said, "Absolutely not. I'm not fighting a 6'6" southpaw on 2 weeks' notice. Fuck that. I'll fight because you got me scheduled to open up your deal with Amazon, but you're going to have to get me an Erickson Lubin or someone like that. I'm not fighting this guy on short notice." That was a mistake, even though I think he would have won the fight had he not experienced that elbow. But still, that was not a smart move.
I think because he had already beat Brian Mendoza. So maybe he was like, I can beat this guy like that Brian Mendoza can beat. You get what I'm saying? The ego, arrogance.
Well, perhaps. I mean, he's confident. He believes in himself, and it's hard to fault him for it from a competitive standpoint.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it probably wasn't a smart move. I mean, this guy was a former champion, 1 fight removed, and he's a freakishly tall fucking southpaw that throws a volume punch, throws a lot of punches.
Yeah, you got to train just for him.
Train for that guy.
Right. If you was training, hey, look, you was training for Keith Thurman, little Keith Thurman, coming off a 2-year layoff, coming up to 154 for his first fight. Right. Then 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
And then you fighting a
the
6'4".
PBC, they owe him one if you ask me.
Yeah, they owe him one. Well, he's going
Yeah,
to
they
be
do,
setting
man.
up.
They do.
He's about the main event. The PVC card is going to be the Amazon Prime card that's going to be on free TV. Well, not free TV, free Amazon Prime. So it's not going to be pay-per-view,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
what I
going to
heard.
be. Yeah, so that's what I heard too.
Which is good because seemingly if their schedule was 12 fights for 1 year, they got to get to going, right? Because when they started in the third month of the year, the fiscal year, and what have they had? Four cards now?
Has it
Something
been
like
four?
that.
Canelo,
Well,
Tank,
yeah.
Canelo, Tank, and what else?
Tszyu was the first one.
Canelo, Tank, and Tim Tszyu. So that's three. What's the fourth one that they have?
That's three. Maybe it's only three.
She's
Yeah,
only
they need to get to going with
16
that
years
shit.
old. Yeah, leave her alone. They say it's a new network. It's a new thing. They are not starting with a bang.
Nah, they seem to be stumbling out of the gate there.
You
But-
think?
Well, they said, what I heard was it was going to be 11 or 12 fights over a fiscal year, which would add up to about one a month, but that's not what we're seeing. It's got to wonder what the fuck's going on over there, man.
Might sleep at the
I
wheel.
don't know. I don't know, but football season's about to start. My wife's a big-ass football fan, man. She even watches college football.
Oh,
I love
wow.
watching them young athletes run around in those tight fucking pants.
That's what it
I
is.
don't know.
That's what it is.
Our dad was a big-time sports fan. They went on Sunday. It was, cheese and crackers and a big meal and football from fucking sun up till sundown. I like football, but not like that.
Jerry,
I like
they
watching
would have cheese and crackers.
Yeah, they have a big tray of finger foods.
Oh,
and
man.
Mom will be out there making a big meal, and that's all he did was watch football all day. Like he did the same with baseball. He'd watch baseball, not just the Orioles, but any fucking, if it was a baseball game on, he'd be watching that shit. Just boring the fuck out of me. Yeah. I don't get bored watching football though. I like watching football as long as they're not kneeling for the flag. I don't really like that. I took that season off. That's another story. But
No.
you got a football team? Who you root for? The Falcons?
Yeah, I fuck with the Falcons.
You're in Georgia, right?
I fuck with the Falcons just because I'm here, and whenever the team doing good, the whole city doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
Sure.
The barbershop.
Are you from Georgia?
Not at all. I just been.
Oh, no?
I've been for a dub though, man. So, hey, look, Jerry. Speaking of
Where
cheese
you
and
from?
crackers.
Yeah.
Nigga, stop. Hold up. Jerry trying to hook me up with his daughter or something. So where you from? How tall are you? What's your sign? Nick Rich said, "Go Cowboys." I used to be a big Cowboy fan back in the day when Emmitt Smith and all them was there. So I guess they would say I'm a fair weather fan. Like you was fucking with us when we was winning. But it was back and forth between the San Francisco. Like I had some family and friends that was like 49er fans from back then in the 90s. I was a Cowboys fan back then, but then I just started learning things about Jerry Jones that I don't like. So really, I don't like none of these dudes in these teams. Like I like the colors of the jerseys. I like good games. Like it's just gonna be a good game. But I follow the sport. But I'm not locked in where I can't support any team. Like, oh no, fuck them. I don't care if they got the rookie of the year. Like, I ain't watching them. Like, I know some people only watch the Falcons play. I'm not like that. But yeah, I watch it.
I just read in the chat there, Rim said that, and I forgot about this, but he reminded me, Ami Mangia left Oscar. He signed with Top Rank.
Oh,
So that Mbilli fight.
He left after that
Yeah,
Canelo fight.
That's what I heard. I mean, that's what Brim said in the chat, and I heard that about a week ago too.
I heard the rumors, but I didn't know if it was true. But I didn't care enough. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that opens the door for a good fight between those two, man. That'd be a hell of a dust up.
You know what? They were talking a lot about Jaime Munguia on this card tonight. They were showing his fight package. They ain't showing him getting knocked down though. I don't remember seeing that. Actually, they did show that. And then it was like, but he fought valiantly and he came back and did a great job. We got him on September the 20th. Yeah, September 20th. He back on.
I thought he did, man. I thought he fought a good fight against Canelo, considering Canelo won, but man, that was a competitive fight. And people say Canelo took it easy on him. I've heard people say that. Well, go look at when he fucking knocked him down with that uppercut. That would have knocked out a lot of fighters. It didn't look like he was taking it easy on him to me. If that's taking it easy, he was whistling hooks around him, man. Tommy Munguia showed me something that night. He's pretty athletic. He's a good fighter. He wasn't good enough to win that fight that night. He was going to have to knock Canelo out to win a decision anyway. But I thought he showed he did well, if you ask me.
Yeah, he did.
But I'm also one of the people that believe that Canelo's slipping with each fight. I think he's slipping a little bit. Yep. Yep. That's why he don't want to fight none of these young dudes, man. He knows it. He ain't gonna come out and say it. He ain't gonna come out and say, hey, I'm not the fighter I used to be, and this and that. He ain't gonna say that. But
why would he?
Huh? No, yeah. Why would he? Of course, right. But that's like some fans
not make me buy the
to hear
pay-per-view.
that.
Don't make me want to buy the pay-per-view.
Mm.
Tune in this Saturday. I might win or I might get my ass kicked. I'm not the same fighter I used to be.
Yeah, right. Well, I did hear Mayweather say that at the end
on flight 49 and 50.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I'd hear him say, I'm not, the fighter I was 5 years ago. I'm not the fighter I was 3 years ago. But he still felt, I don't know. But Floyd kind of wrote his own playbook.
Yeah, but Floyd also knew how to promote, like, to talk shit. He built up his opponents a lot of times, too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah. He knew how to, he played by his own little book, and I tell you what.
Already, but he didn't do that for the Manny Pacquiao fight. He was like, shit, I ain't got to go out there and talk crazy about this motherfucker. Look, the fight gonna sell itself. This is what y'all wanted. This is what y'all get. And he was right.
Yeah. I never understand a fighter.
Conor McGregor fight, like, he oversold that, like, talk mad shit, because that guy was just so disrespectful. I can't just sit there and like, hell of a competitor. Like, man, they did they went from 2 US, then they go to 2 places in America, Canada, then the UK. Like, for the press tour, like
West, up in New York.
Yeah, West, New York, Canada, and fucking the UK.
That was fun though.
Man, I enjoyed all
that. Was a fun
what?
promotion, yeah.
It was crazy.
They were in on that together, man. Well, McGregor went over there and palmed Mayweather's head. He let him do. They were in on that together.
I can't do nothing to you now. He didn't supposed to do that, but if you Mayweather, what do? You jump up and rush him and start a brawl?
No, of course not.
Yeah,
but I think they both knew. Look, man, I'm pretty sure Conor McGregor did not think he was going to win that fight. But when you're talking $100 million,
I think he believed that shit, bro.
You think he did?
Absolutely. He believed in
Well, Mayweather certainly didn't think that he was going to win it.
Not at all.
I didn't think he was going to win it.
Not at all.
No. I mean, it was the fight really was a exhibition in a technical sense.
Conor McGregor said, all I got to do is hit this motherfucker too little. I'm going to hit his ass. Just too little. He got brittle hands. He can't hurt me. But as I said early in the show, fatigue makes coward out of men. Hey, look, when he fought right past his normal limit of 25 minutes, it was over.
That was it. That was all she wrote.
He used to do 5-minute rounds. After he got past that 25-minute mark, it was over, bro. Like 28, 29, around that point, it was over.
But the money, Mayweather said several times he made more money in that fight than he did against Manny Pacquiao. And I believe that because that UFC audience, that was a fucking tremendous payday for both of those guys. I don't blame Conor McGregor for taking that fight.
They never looked the same after that. Floyd already was getting money, but Floyd bought new mansions and shit. Conor McGregor never looked back, bro. He ain't looked the same since.
Nah, he ain't fought hardly since he bought that whiskey company. He used that whiskey company. I heard he sold that. He sold it for like $88 million,
Clean.
and all the money. Yeah, so I wouldn't be fighting either. I wouldn't be fighting either.
And that's why.
But I didn't blame Mayweather.
That's
for
why
taking
Dana
that
White
fight.
will never let some shit like that happen again, right?
Well, maybe if the money is like it was there, but who knows if it would ever be like that again? You know, because that's why he did it. The money was so good.
And I don't think people are buying pay-per-views as much as they used to, bro. Like even then,
no,
even then, like, it's so easy to steal fights now. Like I know, back then it used to be like a younger person that knew how to steal fights. Now it's like the old heads got fire sticks and got the shit already stolen for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's easy to steal
Nick
a fight
is
now.
saying there, Jerry does not know McGregor. I know McGregor plenty. I'm not saying he wasn't confident or, I just think in his heart of hearts, he had to have known. I mean, he's not a boxer, and I don't have no way of knowing. I just don't think in his heart he thought he was going to win, but the money was too big to not do it. And you see, it was such a big payday that the motherfucker really ain't been seen since. Or he shows up once in a while at a fight, looking, 40 pounds heavier than what he was.
No, he
I think his
fought
fight days
a couple times after that, 1-1 or 1-2, and then I think he beat Cowboy Cerrone, and then he lost to
the Russian guy.
Yeah. I'm having a brain freeze, but but he broke his leg in that fight. No, was it Portier? Did he break his leg? Kick? He tried to kick and he.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, he had his time, man.
That was the last time I seen him fight, when he kicked and he snapped his own leg, and that's how it
goes in UFC fighting, man. It don't matter. Chuck Liddell, who any of the top guys, McCormick, Cormier, you're not going to stay unbeaten for too long usually, You're just not. I used to be into the UFC a lot more, but a couple aspects of it I don't like that kind of make me not get into it. I don't like how you can punch a guy in his face and drop a knee on his face when he's unconscious. There's something about that I just can't come around to.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, these guys knock motherfuckers out. The motherfuckers clearly knocked out, and they run over there. They move quicker at that point than they did at any other point to fucking drop a knee on this guy's face when he's unconscious. I'm surprised there hasn't been a lot more injuries and even fatalities in that sport. Oddly enough, there's not. Dana White's quick to point out that, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, because once you get hurt like that and you drop, it's over. Like versus boxing, you get 10 seconds, get back up and try again.
Yeah, but it's not over. When this guy's unconscious, you see what they do. They run over and hammer fist.
You might get a couple but then the referee stop it though. Like it's over. They might get like 2 or 3 in on them like that. But in boxing though, you get hit with that shit and you still standing up, you fall down, and then you get an 8 count, you get up and you get beat up some more, fall down again, get another 8 count, make it out the round. Then you get to try again. You get what I'm saying? It's over. It's over real quick in those shits.
It just seems a lot more civil to me. That's
and it's
what
25 minutes, like only at the championship level.
Quicker.
Yeah, at the championship level too. It's still only 25 minutes. Boxing is 36 minutes of that shit, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. Most of them look like they're jacked on steroids to me. Every time I see a card, that's in my mind. They say they're not, man.
You don't think they don't say that looking at Christian and Mbilli tonight?
Yeah, I wonder about him. There's several guys I wonder about in boxing. Several guys. I even wondered about Majimov. Those Russians are no stranger to steroids. They've been kicked out the Olympics more than once for their Olympic athletes. In fact, I don't even think they're competing in this current. Well, I'm just saying. I'm one of these types that I think most.
What about the Mexicans? What about the blacks? What about the whites?
All of them. everybody.
Yeah, everybody cheat, Jerry. Hey, look, when you hear somebody say, I'm willing to die in there or kill in there, that means they're willing to cheat in there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because
right.
I don't want to die.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
willing.
right.
You get what I'm saying? Be careful.
Sure.
Be real. People say, I'm willing to do anything it takes to win. You're willing to
I'll tell you
kill
one
and
thing,
die in
Conor
there, but you're
McGregor.
not willing to cheat. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing Conor McGregor did, which was the biggest fucking play that I've seen in years, is what he did to Paulie Malignaggi. Now let me tell a little story here. When Floyd and McGregor, it was being talked about that they was going to fight, Paulie Malignaggi was being interviewed by somebody backstage at a fight card or something like that, and they asked him about it, and he said, "Oh, come on, man. I'd beat that guy with my hands tied behind my back. Anybody would, but you, the cameraman, just anybody would whip Conor. He just shit all over the guy, right?" And then over the next couple of weeks, the fight got made between McGregor and Mayweather, and people were speculating who's McGregor going to get to come in to train him. You know, Barry McGuigan or Steve Collins, some of these Irish fighters from years gone by. And all of a sudden, you heard Paul Malignaggi. He's bringing him in, and right away, my street senses was like, man, something's kind of weird about that, because he was just shitting all over Conor McGregor. You know, now with Paul Malignaggi, when he was asked about the fight with Mayweather, what he should have said was, "Look, this guy's a fighter. He's not a boxer, but he's a fighter, and he's a two-time champion. I'm sure he's going to get himself in condition and try." He should have given him a little respect just from being a fighter himself, you know, but he didn't. He shed all over him. So what happens? They bring in Malignaggi, fly him in late night. They got Conor McGregor back there jacked up on God only knows what, and they got the UFC bosses there, and he's all fucking warmed up and jacked up. And Malignaggi said he thought he was going to come in, they were going to have some dinner, and then the next day they would get to work. Well, and Malignaggi, in between, Showtime did a telecast. This is before he came in for the sparring, and they asked him, "Well, Paulie, it looks like you're going to be involved in one of the biggest pay-per-view events ever." And then he changed the whole fucking tune. "Yeah, you know, it's going to be a big event." He started whistling a whole fucking different tune. But what happened? They brought him in there and let McGregor go beast on him straight off the plane, jacked up probably. You have to imagine he was probably jacked up on who knows what, because he heard what Paul Malignaggi said. You know that he heard that. According to Malignaggi, he didn't get paid or nothing. They shipped him out the next day and then put out that one-way footage, right, of the sparring to further embarrass him. Now, Paulie being an Italian from New York, man, you'd think that motherfucker would have had better street sense to see that he was getting played like that. But, man, did he get played. That's one of the biggest plays I've ever seen in real life. You with me? You still with me?
Oh, yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, they played him. Yeah,
he was following McGregor around for weeks after that. Butt hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he was talking shit about him. But he did say they didn't put out all the footage. He was like, he said they showed a couple of clips of him getting hit, and they did. They never put out the whole footage.
No, I believe that.
I believe everything Paulie
said. But that just put insult to injury. That made the play even worse, because that embarrassed him, and he had no way to ratify it, right? He didn't have any sparring footage to show, like, this is the whole footage. And McGregor did land some heavy shots on him. But if you know the circumstances, at least the way Malignaggi explained them, you know, they brought him in late. It was at night. And, yeah, you know, you can just imagine what
hurt Conor, too, is Paulie got under Mayweather, and Paulie, as a boxer, was able to tell Mayweather everything he needed to know about Conor McGregor. You get what I'm saying?
He was.
And I remember he was like, "I'm gonna retire my boxing." He was like, "Nah, say something for me, champ." Because I would have loved to see them fight in a fight after that. Mayweather, I'm sorry, Conor versus Malignaggi. I would have watched that. I'm sure leading up would have been a lot of talking shit. I thought they would have been evenly matched. You know what I'm saying?
I think Malignaggi would have beat him. believe it or
Absolutely.
not, because he would have did the same thing Mayweather. He would have boxed him until he gassed, and then he would have poured it on him.
Yep.
You know, he probably would have had to take some punches. McGregor snuck a few good punches in on against Mayweather earlier in that fight.
Remember Mayweather said, "Where's your power? What happened to your power?" He told him like round 4 or 5. He hit him like on the way up, hit like a little body shot, just tapped him in the glove. Where's happened to your power?
Yeah.
Take more than power to win these fights, man, especially at the elite level. These guys been hit by strong guys. These guys spar guys 2 or 3 weight divisions bigger than them sometimes, leading up to the fight to get used to getting.
Well, that's what I wonder about when I hear like Tszyu, and I've heard other fighters say about this Crawford fight. They say Crawford felt the power, and I'm like, these guys not realize Crawford sparred guys bigger than him plenty of fucking time. He was just sparring Andre Ward, for Christ's sake, a couple of weeks prior to the fight. Do you think that's the first time?
Stone Cold Nelson, one of his stablemates, he spar him all the time. That dude bigger than him.
Yeah. I mean, it's just naive to think, oh, he moved up and he felt the power. I mean, he's fought guys, he's probably sparred light heavyweights, you know? So I don't really get that, but anyway.
Yep. All right, man. Well, shit, we can land it there, Jerry. I enjoyed you, bro. This was good.
All right, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Hey, Jerry. Oh, I got a question. Buddy. No, I got a question for you. I'm gonna play this clip right here. I want you to let me know what you think of this. I'm gonna play the audio so you can hear it. This is Kamala Harris and Kamala. I heard that was a big deal. People tripped when the lady said Kamala instead of Kamala. I'm like that's an easy mistake. But when she said, I'll call her whatever I want to call her, I was like, oh, okay. Now you fucking up, Miss South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Can't just say I'm gonna call you what I want to call you. It's one thing to make a mistake, but you got to self-correct after that. Can't double and triple down and say I call her what I want to. Like, come on now. Hold on, let's play this though.
Like I have white guy taco.
What? Damn, is that playing through the speaker? Hold on 1 second. Let me change it right here. 1 second. Such a man chat.
And
what is
like
that
black.
like?
All right, so they're having a conversation, and he says, "I eat white guy tacos," and and she said, "What is that?" And he says, "She's like, what is that? Like mayo or tuna or something like that?" So they having a little banter, right? At the fact that this is like an odd couple that you would see on TV. You know what I'm saying? Older white guy, younger black lady. All right, let's play it though.
Like I have white guy tacos and
what is
like
that?
Black,
like mayonnaise and tuna? What are you doing?
Pretty much ground beef and cheese.
That's okay. Do you put any flavor in it?
No.
Oh.
Here's the deal. No, they said to be careful and let her know this, that black pepper is the top of the spice level in Minnesota, you know.
I'm the first vice president, I believe, who has ever grown chili peppers.
I'm trying to expand my food knowledge.
You know, we've got some cantaloupes. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
People are losing their minds over that, Jerry.
Is that Kamala talking there?
That's Kamala. Kamala Harris and Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz. They're doing a sit down on Thursday. This is like one of the promos for it. This is like a commercial, and I thought it was funny. I was like, okay, this is. I think it sets the tone of what they're gonna do on Thursday. You get what I'm saying? Thought it was funny.
Debate Thursday?
No, it's not a debate. They on the same ticket, Jerry. Never mind. You the wrong one to talk about politics. No.
Well, I know they are. I'm just.
It's no debate. They're on the same ticket. They have a video on an interview, like joint interview, collaborative, sit down with both of them together.
But you said on Thursday something's happening on Thursday. That's what I'm at.
That was
what's happening on Thursday.
That's the thing. Never mind, Jerry. That's what I said they're doing. This is a trailer. It's a trailer, Jerry. Like a movie comes out. It's a trailer.
Okay. All right. Well, the whole thing looks like a movie to me. Trump and her. I haven't been paying attention to politics for a few years. My politics is at the bottom of a twisted tea next to a campfire, playing guitar and smoking some weed. I got no control over it.
Jerry, okay, so
let me
rephrase it. My question is, he says I like to have white guy tacos. And she's like, well, what's that? What does that mean? Like mayonnaise and tuna? People are offended by that. Are you offended by her saying that?
No. Like I have white guy tacos and
What is
like
that?
black,
Like mayonnaise and tuna? What are you doing?
pretty much ground beef and cheese.
That's
and,
okay. Do you put any flavor in it?
No.
Oh.
Even the way he said, oh no.
No.
Like, it's comedy.
Here's the deal.
And she's like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's funny to
and
me.
she says, oh, and she turns her head like, yo, I'm out of here. I'm not eating no tacos with you, with the VP.
Mayonnaise and tuna.
Like I thought it was
that's
funny. So the backtrack is, or you'll hear people say, well, imagine somebody said that to her about eating watermelon and fried chicken. They're going there with it. These white folks are getting very sensitive about their mayonnaise and tuna. I think that's a false equivalency. One, because two, she would be the president. This would be her vice president. They having this conversation. This is not like her political adversary, Donald Trump, saying it. You get what I'm saying? But also, y'all say she ain't black anyway. So what? It's no offense there, right? She's not black anyway. So the watermelon and chicken reference don't apply to her if she ain't black.
Well, you know, it comes down to stereotypes. Some people are offended by that, and some people pretend to be. I largely believe in not. You know, I don't. Stereotypes oftentimes come from some truth. You see, and I'm quicker to laugh at them more than to be offended by them, right? But you're going to get some people that are going to be offended just because they want to point the finger at something or somebody. You see, that's just the political fucking climate that we live in. You know, anything's going to be used, you know, by either side to try to discredit the other. However, I do think that if he said, you know, fried chicken and watermelon, a little bit more negative connotation would come along with that. I can see that. But what can you do?
He's not her political adversary. He would be her subordinate. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get that.
Like he wouldn't, and he brought up the race like thing. He said, "I like to have white guy tacos."
Well, he would say, yeah, exactly.
Which anybody would be like, Jerry. I would be like, "What are white guy tacos?" Like, I don't know what the fuck a white guy.
Me too. Yeah. Right.
What is a white guy taco? I've never heard of it. So when she said what mayonnaise and tuna, I thought that was funny. I was like, yeah, because I don't know what the hell a white guy taco is neither.
Yeah.
Cheese and crackers on that bitch.
Here's a stereotype that isn't true. Not all white people like bland food. Certainly not me. I made a fucking pot of beans tonight. But yeah, man, I use all shit tons of spices. I have 3-4 different types of hot sauces that on the ready all the time. Now, my wife, I will admit,
that's because you smoked and you fucked up your taste buds smoking all them years. That's why you need some. That's why you need them spices. Like, I can't taste shit.
Is that it? I've always been this way. My dad's the same. My dad was the same way. But my wife, she's fine with like a pork roast with mashed potatoes and you know, just some bland shit all around the horn. I told her,
that real white folk game. Showing that real white folk shit. You up there trying to be down with the brown. I need some hot sauce on my mashed potatoes.
I came up poor, so I'm a soul food eating motherfucker. She came up middle class, so
cheese and crackers. Cheese and crackers.
Yeah. Her dad loved pork roast. She made one last weekend. It was all right, man. But I told her, you make that shit, you got to make me a salad. I got to have a salad at least. And then I got my hot sauce. You know, I just can't do the bland.
You put the hot sauce on the salad, Jerry?
No, I put it on the pork.
Oh, on the pork roast. He was like, yeah, that shit was bland. I already know that shit was bland. It probably was tender, looked pretty like a motherfucker. She ain't had no salt, no nothing. She don't, she'll bland like a motherfucker.
They put a little bit of spice on it because my daughter cooks with spice too, but they like moderate, right? Like next to none. I don't like bland food.
You can't put too much salt. You take away all the flavor, man. You don't put some salt on this motherfucker. Give me some gravy on the side, Jerry. You need some gravy. You fuck with that gravy.
I made a big ass pot of ham and bean soup today, and they won't eat it because I put red peppers in it.
Oh yeah, them pepper flakes.
Right. Oh, it's good. Well, I use the whole ones. They're called arbor peppers, right? It's easier, you can put them in, and then you can, when you taste the soup, if it gets too hot, you can just take them out, right? If it's getting too hot, you can just take them out. But they're called arbor peppers. They're the skinny red ones you see in the Mexican aisle, like the national, the international aisle. They use that in a lot of their foods and their sauces and stuff. But it's good in soups too, if you like it like that, So I got this whole fucking pot of bean soup, and they ain't gonna eat none of it.
Damn. Freeze some of it, man. Put that in vacuum seal bag, freeze it, cause winter is coming. Winter is coming. That soup gonna be real good around October, November.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's what I do. I freeze it just like what you're saying. They say it lasts six months that way.
Jared, I grew up poor too, man. I know about eating those eating that soup and eating that. Hey, look, I pulled that spaghetti out the freezer in October that I made right there in August.
Really?
Pull that damn I be freezing shit. My wife be like, it's okay, we could just buy some more, we could just make it again. Stop freezing everything. I'm like, I don't want it to go to waste. She was like, man, fuck that damn lasagna, man. It wasn't that good anyway.
Yeah, I'm a fat motherfucker nowadays, man. I gotta do something to get myself back in shape, man. I've been eating like a fucking
walk. You gotta walk. Start with some walks, Jerry.
Yeah, I gotta do something, man. I've been thinking about getting back into shape, man. I just don't really.
Man, you gotta change
I know
that
how
diet,
to do
Jerry.
it.
I be watching your diet. You like
Oh,
fried
it's the
pork
diet,
chops,
man.
motherfuckers. Like hot dog, chili hot dogs. And Jerry, you still be eating like you're a teenager, man. The hot dogs and tacos. And I'm like, I was surprised you said you had a pork roast with a salad. I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, we have mashed potatoes and broccoli with it, I'm a good cook. That's part of my fucking problem.
How you feel about seafood? Fuck with the seafood, Jerry. Like, eat some more salmon.
Oh,
and
man, I love seafood.
Eat more shrimp
We're
and
gonna
salmon
eat
and fish. Not fried fish, though, Jerry.
Well,
eat it blackened. You like spicy foods, like make the blackened shit, but also make your blackened sauce like a dip, like so you'll take the blackened seasoning.
I know how to do it, brother.
Yeah, so
We
make your
had
spicy
salmon last weekend. I make the salmon with the garlic butter, lemon butters.
That's butter though, Jerry. You can't just eat the butter though, man.
Hey, man.
Squirt it with the lemon.
No, I love fish and seafood. It can be expensive though. That salmon was expensive.
It is.
I like fresh fish though. I don't like the bag frozen fillets, shit like that. Once in a while, I'll sneak up here to this.
I fuck up them flash frozen fillets every week, bro. The tuna.
Oh yeah.
I get the tuna, the whole tuna steak, the mahi, bro. I fuck up some seafood all week long, fish and turkey.
Yeah.
I put some turkey legs in a crock pot, season them shits up.
We're going to have crabs tomorrow.
Make sure you go to the doctor. Crabs.
Not those guys.
I remember you did have crabs one time.
I already had them. Yeah. Nah, her mother.
Hell yeah, I love some crab legs. I love some crab legs, but I be fucking with lobster, Jerry. I eat a lot of lobster because my wife and daughter don't eat it. So when I buy it, I can just buy it for myself. So I go to the grocery store, I might get like 2 or 3 lobster tails. That'll just be for me. They don't eat shrimp neither. My daughter eat and my wife eat popcorn shrimp. Like, it got to be fried popcorn shrimp. But me, I'll eat it in an omelet. I put that shit over a salad. I'll just, put them on the grill, or I saute them real quick. Just dip them shits. Put them shits over a salad.
Shrimp. I don't like lobster though. I've had lobster 3-4 times and it didn't do it for me.
For lobster or lobster tails? Because lobster tails ain't nothing but a big ass shrimp. That's what it tastes like. Same texture.
Yeah, it was a little too rich for I don't like scallops either. I've had them, and for me, it's something about the rich texture of it that I don't really. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it, and I've been told by people from up in Maine now, you ain't never had real fresh lobster. Restaurants, Red Lobster, shit like that is not the same.
Nah.
And I can understand that. But we're here in Maryland. I mean, I know you know this because I think you told me you've been to Maryland or you lived in Maryland.
I used to live in Baltimore.
Well, you know, we fuck with the blue crab.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we fucks with them heavy.
Yeah.
I usually
Crab
get them and
cakes.
steam them myself. And crab cake. Yeah.
Love them crab cakes.
Crab soup.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, well, I'm going to go eat.
Yeah, I'm going to get hungry with somebody. Jerry, this show over, bro. I'm sitting there looking at the clock. I'm like, what I got in here to eat right now? Shit, I'm about to find something and eat some crab. I was like, I got some fish in there. I think I got some shrimp. I'm trying to think what I'm about to go in here and throw out. I'm about to cook me something real quick, man. Damn, Jerry, you got me hungry in this bit. Show over.
All right, brother.
Hey, man, thanks for being the best part of the show, bro.
Good talking to you. All right, buddy, you too.
Damn, man. Hungry as hell. Hey, man. Another great episode of Breaking Beats where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and seafood and recipes and shit like that. I love y'all. Hope you love yourself. If not, guess what? God loves you. So does Martin Nash in the neighborhood here at Breaking Beats. Hey, look, man. This was a good one, man. This was a good one. Congratulations to the winners, all the winners, and everybody's a winner tonight, except Israel. I mean, he got paid. He did what he was supposed to do. He went in there and competed. He didn't go in there and lay down. He didn't go in there and lay down. Shoot, I thought he was coming on strong right there at the end, but gave it his best, but unfortunately his best wasn't good enough. Congratulations to DDP, though. Did his thing. That's it, man. Shout out to everybody for pulling up, man. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your energy. Thanks for allowing me the opportunity to entertain you. Lake County, he said he beat Mongia too, Jerry. Never gets the nod. He's talking about Derevyanchenko, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to him. Let me give him the drizz up.
I'll give you the $2. You give him the $2. All right, pay him the $2. Oh, pay the $2.
Good show, fellas. Always listening. 100. Appreciate you, Lake County. Thanks for supporting the show in the major
I'll
world.
give you the $2. You give him the $2. All right, pay him the $2. Oh, pay the $2.
Your husband, Nick Rich in this bed. Nick Rich in Central Florida. She said, my husband just said he enjoyed you guys talking about cooking. Man, we talking about eating, man. I'm trying to think what I'm about to eat right now. I gotta go in there and get something though, man. And while I still got some energy, man, because I definitely want to work on this damn MPC, man. I told you I got this new MPC Key 37, and this shit is fire, man. This shit is so fire. So they're having fun playing around with it. So I just appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your energy. Thanks for allowing me the opportunity to entertain y'all this evening, going into this morning. Hopefully you were thoroughly entertained. And if not, we'll try again on the next episode. Hey, man. Hey, look, respect is free. Disrespect gonna cost you everything. Your family, your freedom, your finances, most importantly, your life. So let's show each other love. Let's show each other respect. If not, let's just show each other the door. You go your way, I go mine. God willing, we both will do fine. It's your man, Martin Nash. Hey, man, dreams require sleep. Goals require effort. Go out there and get your goals. I'm on to the next episode. Shout out to everybody who supported the show in a major way with their time and their energy. Hey, look, man, sometimes we're going to agree. Sometimes we're going to disagree. But one thing's for certain, two things for sure, homeboy. Never forget this.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
And I mean that shit. Drive, motherfucker.
Hey, it's Antonio Tarver, champion. You watching Martin Nash at Breaking Beats. I usually don't do drops, but I'm going to give you one, bro. I'm going to give you one. I love you, champ.
Shout out to Mr. Rich, too. Shout out to Queen P. I see you. I see y'all on the next one. Peace. Hello, what you said? She was like, she said, or they can say too much salt can cause high blood pressure. That is true. Don't overdo it on the salt. Don't overdo it on the salt. I see y'all on the next one. Peace.
This that squad sound.
This is me, man.
Subscribe. I don't care how many subscribers he has. Support him. So he made all this possible. He made this possible.
And I, Dr. Mark, God made this possible, and so do viewers like you. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.